The intro won't play. The intro won't play. What's up? Welcome to the episode. It's called Street People, the episode. Welcome home. How everybody? How y'all doing out there, Facebook world? How y'all doing, Twitch? How y'all doing? How you doing? Yo, we got special guests on the podcast tonight. We got Big Kev in the house. What up, Big Kev? Show some love. Kev, can you hear me, brother? Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I can hear you, but y'all been kind of cut.
Oh, we
I
on delay
can when it's clear, but y'all been kind of cutting in and out.
I'll speak a little. Introduce yourself, everybody. Yeah, tell them who you are.
But it's all good though. I mean, it's saying I got a strong signal, but shit, I mean, it is what it is.
So introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, this is Big Kev. We coming out of here from Denver, Colorado. You know, just doing my thing and about to drop some ism on y'all if I can. And do what we do. So that's it.
The professionals, what we like to call him. And then I'm gonna swing it to the lady in pink over there. I'm gonna say lady in red. Lady in pink.
Pretty in pink.
You got it, girl. With that new do. So let's go right to you, Chrissy. You on the clock.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's been a minute since I've been on the Clockwalk show. Just kind of been busy with work and everything. Hey, what's up, love? Hi, Emma. Listen, make sure you like, subscribe, go to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, our brand page, our Instagram, our Twitter. We are absolutely everywhere. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell your friends to tell their friends, to get with our friends so that we can all have I won't say it, but in any case, I'm going to keep it clean. I'm already on my second glass of wine, so we don't know what's going to happen. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to our other lady, Lady E.
What's up, guys and ladies? I am Lady E. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It should be a really great show. We're talking about some back in the day shit, and it should be fun. I can't wait to get started. You know, everything that Chris has said, like, subscribe, all that, and make sure you tune in tomorrow night for Power P with Chrissy and I and some other amazing, beautiful ladies. And that's at 9 p.m. And then we also have Clockwatch on Tuesday, again, another podcast. So stay tuned for that at 9 p.m. on Tuesday. And Spitting with Spitter on Wednesday and Around the Turnbuckle on Saturday. So I'm excited. Can't wait to tune in to see all of that. And I think something's going on Friday too, but I'm gonna let Spitter say that. All right.
What's up, y'all? It's TJ Spitter here representing the Clockwatch family. Go to the YouTube page, like it, subscribe to it. And before we run down every show that we're doing, we're just going to post something in the group page. You can follow us there for all the times and locations. It'll be way easier if you just go to the group page or go to the YouTube page, and you'll find out all the times and everything that you need from us, because we bring in some content every day of the week. And for that, I'm going to pass it over to King Clips.
Thank you, brothers. King Clips, family man, doing the family damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Here on another episode of Clockwatch. Yo, shout out to everybody in the group, getting it going, keeping it moving. Shout out to all of the shows around the turnbuckle, Spitting with Spitter, Power P, and of course, we all here for this Clockwatch. This is when we form like Voltron every Sunday and Tuesday, man. So now I'm gonna pass it over to the homie Black Earth, man. What's good?
What's good? You know what's up, yo? I'm feeling this episode because sometimes you just have to.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not getting anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was getting. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not getting anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was getting. Back in the days when I was
sometimes you just vibe out just like this. How we vibing?
The vibes, baby. The vibes.
Yo, so we're going to hop into our first subject of the night. I appreciate y'all coming in and joining us tonight, and all my family right here everybody on this cast and this panel doing big things. Power P, spitting with spit. Damn, I can't write. I can't even write. I can't. I'm drunk. Drunk. Spitting with Spitter. And yo, we introduced a new show. I'm glad to have Big Kev here. We about to introduce something new on the Clock Watch shit with my boy right here. We putting it together, putting the funk together, and make that shit stink. First subject of the night is my favorite. Which was the best decade for films, 80s or 90s? So we're gonna start up because I'm feeling that apparel that Lady E has on right now. So I'm just like, I'm gonna pop, lock, stop. I'm just playing with you, Lady E. Let's go. Let's see what do you got on your list? What is your favorite era?
Well, since I was born in '86, I didn't get to grow up in the '80s, which I'm really upset about because I love the '80s. I love the music, the clothes, everything like about the '80s. But I grew up in the '90s, so of course I'm gonna have to go with the '90s. I think that was the best decade for films. I mean, I can list a few of my favorites from the '90s.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Hocus Pocus I love that movie. I know you guys probably are like, what? Anyway.
No, I know Hocus Pocus. It's a great fall show, like a great fall movie.
Yes, I love it. I mean, I watch it every year around that time. Titanic.
But let me ask you a question. But why is that great to you? I hate to interrupt. You already know that everybody on that damn ship is gonna die. Like,
not Rose. Rose lives.
Yeah, but still, the fact that you want to watch people with drown, like.
And that movie had one of the most romantic endings ever. What are you talking about?
Fuck that hoe. Thought about holding on to that damn nigga. Yo, you gonna watch me die out of the water?
What do you mean? It can happen.
I was mad at her though because there was enough room on that door for both y'all. Like,
thank you, thank you.
Not comfortably. Top Gun was the 80s. Wasn't Top Gun the 80s?
Yeah. But 80s is one of her favorites there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I mean interrupt real quick. I want to say shout
84,
out.
I think.
Welcome, Ashley Lovejoy. Thank you for coming to the show. I'm gonna go to you in a minute. I'm gonna finish your thought. But thank you for showing up. Your interest is amazing. I love the way you just entered like that. It's great. He beat her. I'm gonna get at you later though. Lady, continue your thoughts.
All right, I'll go really quickly.
Take your time.
Also, Big Daddy. That's one of my favorites. Forrest Gump was really good. Nightmare Before Christmas. Love that movie. Let's see. Jumanji, The Green Mile, Pretty Woman, all the Jurassic Park movies, and The Sixth Sense. That's all I have written down.
He was a kid at heart. That is so endearing. I mean, bless your heart. That's so amazing. Yo, Big Kev is having an issue there. I want Ashley to introduce herself. Tell people how they can get at you, how they can find you, and what's latest in your project and what you're doing, and then we're gonna go back around our horn.
Oh, okay. I'm Ashley Wooten, but all of my tags are Ashley LaJoy. I'm a writer, director, producer, and also entrepreneur. You all can find me at Ashley LaJoy on IG, at Ashley Wooten on Facebook, and at Ashley LaJoy on Snapchat. So yeah, that's about it.
That's what I love. I love that. That's my sister, everybody. That's my motherfucking sister. I just want to let y'all know that. Love that. Much respect. So I'm gonna go to Kev before his camera cut out. We gotta make sure we'll know what's gonna happen with him. So while we have you, Big Kev, tell us what is 80s or not. Let me put the topic back up here so you can see it. I know that cataract is starting to work out, brother, but let me help you out right here.
You know,
which was the best decade for films? 80s and 90s. Huh?
You know what? I was going back and forth on this, man, and I'm a little older, so I was thinking the 80s, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I got to go with the 90s. There's a couple in the 80s that no, I ain't that old. I ain't even close to that, but I'm gonna have to go with the man. Yeah.
But why though?
I'm glad my shit cutting in and out because if I'd had a strong signal, I'll fire on you, but
I know that.
I'm gonna play nice today.
I'm taking advantage of it. That's
but
no, but why?
I'm gonna go with the 90s, man. We had Don't Be a Menace. The American Pie shit came out. What?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction, the Jurassic Park shit. I mean, I think New Jack City, Boys in the Hood. I think.
Oh,
see,
StreamYard does not agree with that.
America wasn't ready to hear what you about to say.
No.
I'm glad you picked the 90s though, because I don't think none of y'all picked the 90s. I was like the only.
No, we didn't get around the horn yet. We didn't get around the horn yet. I'm going to Spitter because he's right next to him. Spitter.
I'm going with the 80s, man. I have to go with the 80s. Scarface came out in the 80s, right? Scarface is a classic. Ghostbusters came out in the 80s. Yeah. Ferris Bueller came out in the 80s.
Is it me?
Stand By Me came out in the 80s. The Lost Boys came out in the 80s. Police Academy came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
My first debut acting role, The Goonies, came out in the 80s. You know what I mean?
Tell him, Chunk.
But I'm a horror buff though, so like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Children of the Corn, Halloween, Child's Play, they all came out in the 80s, man. That ain't no better. I enjoy the 90s for the Juices, the Menace to Society, the Space Jam, the Boys in the Hood, all the Bad Boys series, but I'm an 80s kid, man.
Hey.
You're done with that? I thought you were gonna go on, bro. You had to listen. I was waiting.
He can't take them all. He can't take them all.
I was waiting for Mr. Karate Kid. I thought you were going on.
Nah. You gotta let everybody speak.
All right, I feel you because I listen. Send me that list over so I can watch that shit later because I'm gonna need that battery in my back. Big Kev, are you finished with your thought, man? I'm sorry, you were talking about the juice and then you cut out. They was hating on you. Poetic Justice, is that what you're saying? Come on, bro.
Hey, New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, all that, man. Friday, Dead Presidents, American History X. Yes. But you know what, TJ, you right though, man. All the good shit was in.
So you
80. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with the 90s because at least I was able to go on to get in the club and go clubbing in the 90s. So I'm gonna go with the 90s.
I hear that. That's definitely. I'm gonna shoot up to Chrissy and then I'm gonna go down to you, Ashley, and then Clips and me.
So I was born in the 70s, so it's definitely the 80s for me. I just think there was a lot of teen movies at the time. There was a lot of wholesome family movies. You had your good thrillers and horror. I mean, I got Labyrinth, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, Money Can't Buy Me Love, Flashdance.
Yeah.
Flashdance, Footloose, Dirty Dancing, Porky's, The Shining, Little Shop of Horror, Poltergeist. I mean, I could keep going on and on. Back to the Future. Like, I mean, don't forget School Days. I believe Do the Right Thing was also in the 80s. I mean, I miss Spike Lee and some of his shit that he used to do.
No. That was 90s. Do the Right Thing was the 90s.
That was the
early 90s. I said I wasn't sure, but it was early 90s.
Early 90s.
It was right after School Days, so it wasn't, the Blues Brothers. I mean, I'm going to let some other Howard the Duck. I mean, who remembers that damn duck? Like, he was a little freak, all right? He was a little freak. I'm telling you, like, the 80s was the shit. Going back to the music, the clothes, the hairstyles. I mean, you were able to be yourself, and you didn't have to be half naked to make a point. You could still be sexy in a whole full head to toe, clothes. So
Let me bounce to the comments real quick.
yeah.
TJ, you look
That's
like
my
you belong in
son.
a Thriller music video. So that's what,
Can
That's my
real
kid.
fast that's fun because the Thriller music video makes more money than he makes, and you gotta be over the age of 22 to even sit at this pod. Mr. YNFABTDUFGCUA out of this pod.
yo, hold
Shit.
up. I gotta read another comment too.
YNF.
St. Anthony says, Black Folk, Poetic Justice, Juice, Minister Society, Boys in the Hood, Friday, Malcolm X, and so many
That was the
classic
90s.
mainstream films like Green Mile, Colored Purple, Titanic, New Jack, James
Yeah.
Bond. Those were like the things, bro. And he ain't lying though. Those were great films, man.
90s.
So, Chrissy, will you finish? I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to read the
No,
comment.
yeah. I mean, I could keep going, but
We
we're
know.
gonna leave it there because there's other people that gotta answer, and I just don't want to take it all up. But
It's all right, girl.
the
I'm
80s
glad
was
you're
the
passionate
shit.
about it.
Yes.
I love the passion, though. I love that passion, and we love the new do. Everybody's a great success.
Listen. I cut bangs because all these motherfuckers on here kept dissing me about my forehead. Now y'all can't see it. Ha ha ha.
It was just, baby, it was
How
just a
about
landing
that?
spot. Don't get mad. They love you. They will rub that forehead, baby. They want to
So
correct.
let me know. Do you like the bangs or the
don't
forehead? I need to know.
They want to caress that forehead, baby. They want to be that forehead. Don't let that hate. If you're doing it right, they hate. If you got haters, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed
Yeah,
to do.
don't let
Yo,
them.
yo,
Don't let them
TJ, stop hating.
Y'all just made me laugh. It's not fair. Once I start laughing, it's over.
Yo, TJ, stop hating, B.
Back up here for you. Tell us, in your professional opinion, and your heart, 80s and 90s. What's the best decade of films?
90s.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 86. So it's only
Yeah.
right that I go with 90s.
okay.
I mean, that's what it is. So
Y'all making me feel
90s
real
movies.
What are we the same age? We talking about make you feel old. Like
86, baby.
so,
So,
but like
yeah.
what do you take for 90s? Like why? Like if you even looking back now, you look at films, do you find that the 90s were put together great quality films, or the subject matter was better
The
in the 90s?
subject matter was better. I wouldn't say quality, because quality right now is just crazy. But
Yeah.
back in the day, the subject matter was way better. I mean, we talked about a bunch of different things stemming from just different things that's going on in the urban communities to us being able to just have fun. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got a list here, and y'all gonna be able to tell I'm an 80s baby by this list probably. But some of my favorites from the 90s was, of course, Friday. A lot of people said that. Jason's Lyric. As a child, my favorite was Home Alone. I watched that even when it wasn't Christmas. Malcolm X was another one. The Lion King, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Color Purple. Five Heartbeats is one of my all-time favorites. Pulp Fiction. Matrix, Shawshank Redemption. Like, it's a lot. I can go on, honestly. So, yeah, those just my favorites.
I don't want you to go too far in there because that's going to be our next question. We're going to dive into about favorites in your top 5 to 10. So,
got you.
So I got some comments in here. Let's see here. Let's see. That's somebody we know him. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Phil, yeah. All right, we got. There you go. There you go. I don't know. Big Pun. Yo.
Big pun.
What up? What up, my G? We have another old head in the building. I'm playing. How do we get?
You gotta leave JoJo alone.
With Edward Norton and Richard Gere was one of the first movies I remember loving. Wow. Primal Fear. I don't even remember that. I mean, I remember the movie. I remember the actual poster of it, but I don't remember the actual movie itself. Yeah. Then I got some my Facebook user. Please go up top and what's the word I'm looking for? And accept the terms to StreamYard. So we can see you and your Facebook page and we can interact with you. Please.
I love the fact Black's sounding out all his words.
That drunk tongue will get you, bro. You gotta watch out. Say clock watch, end up saying cock watch. Don't want me fuck around and say them shit. Lady E, you are a fucking queen. Michael Phil.
Thank you.
Listen, for our premium package for our high subscriber.
Yeah, where's the Patreon? Yo, put them onto that Patreon, bro. The highest tier picture.
You did.
You know what I mean?
Why
Granted,
he call you Craig?
wow. I don't even know what that is. Chrissy and Lady E looking so fine. You had your checkup at your eye doctor yet? So I would go ahead to take this pause and shit.
What about you? Can you see? Can you see the words that are coming out of my
Please,
fingers?
please,
Okay.
men, don't forgo your yearly visit checkups for your eyesight and your mental health.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Yo, he old head. I'm fucking with
geez.
you. Pulp Fiction. What he watching? Wait, hold up.
Oh,
What are you doing watching Pulp Fiction?
Huh?
oh, my kid.
Oh, never
He's
mind. He's
gonna
the
be
older one.
20.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I
he's gonna
just
be
realized.
20. He's not the older. He's the middle.
I know who he is though. Now it's already. I got it now. Memo night. All right. Watch yourself, player. Oh, okay. I like that. We gonna have an entanglement? Yeah.
I don't know who
shit.
he's talking to.
Chill. That's my mother, B.
You probably talking to Angel.
Yo, we chilling, B. Yes, they do. I have no clue what that means, though.
We look fine. That we look fine. I already know what she's talking about. That
Oh.
we look fine.
That's separatism. That's separatism. We all look fine.
I'm done with you.
Acquisition Sundays. I hear you, bro. Somebody remove him from the chat.
Uh-oh.
Get him in the
Yo, all right. So we're gonna clips.
You.
Oh, Ashley, you finished your thought though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, you told me to stop.
I know. All right. I just want to make sure of the 80s and 90s. I just listen. Sometimes, get a little saucy in this motherfucker as I'm doing this shit. But clips.
You.
Let's find out. I want to know what 80s and 90s, bro. What you rolling?
My man, yo, we went to high school in the 90s, man. The 90s raised us, bro. That's how I'm gonna go with this one.
Thank you.
All
Wow.
day. The 90s raised us, man. Check this out. You had the absolute rise of dark-skinned black people on the strength of Wesley Snipes in the 90s.
Ooh.
You had New Jack City, you
That's
had
true.
Blade, you had Demolition Man.
Yeah.
And you also had, all right, let's not forget Rush Hour. You also had Menace to Society. You had Boomerang. That everybody wanted to be a player after Boomerang. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I mean, the list goes on. It's crazy. Total Recall on some Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, it was lit. The 90s was lit, man. So
like
I'm
his
going to
list.
have to go. I love the 80s just like the next man, but the 90s just holds a really special place in my heart, man, because that's when, it was the coming of age time for us, man. That's when we started really getting it. And when we started really getting it was like the golden age of all things. So I'm going to have to go with that.
Well, I hear you, and I understand what you're saying, but it's not just about us. I'm talking about as in a movie, the period. Because
Yeah, I know.
It's when we start telling our story, we're allowed to tell our story. We're allowed to tell the inner city story, and we can we can actually have other people that work in our community see what was going on.
Yeah, but check this though, Black. Check this. Look how movies evolved, especially for POC, for people of color, from the 80s to the 90s, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole evolution of film. Like Spike Lee was out there going hard.
I can agree with that.
Come on, like the stories being told would never have been accepted in the 80s. Even though I love the 80s, they weren't doing it like the 90s.
I don't know. I'm a romantic at heart, so that's why 80s hits hard with me.
I got you, brother.
Movies.
Even though
I got you. Listen, I got a ton of 80s movies, but that's the next question. So I'm gonna pass it to you, man.
I hear you. I'm gonna go. I'm torn. I'm really in torn because all the movies that y'all named 90s is how that was the shape and the structure of me. That was like the self-identification, seeing myself on screen, seeing like in certain movies and seeing parts that and having other people understand, like, oh, Boys in the Hood's my favorite movie. Yeah, I didn't know that went down like that. Like the relate issue of it. Well, of pure movie enjoyment, I would have to go with fucking the 80s, B. It's only because in the 90s it felt like all our stories ended fucking horribly. Like it was like we
Eh,
all end up dying. We all end up like
It was
and
reality though. It was
that's what,
reality, bro.
right.
A lot of our people died in those
yeah,
situations.
but our movies listen, but we either were the butt of a joke in movies or killed in the fucking horror films in the first credit before the credits even stop, or or we talking about drug dealing, this that and shit, and all our slavery movies. We
Life
didn't have
expectancy
we
sucked.
didn't have the fairy tale love affair type shit in there besides what do you call it? What's that shit? I can't think of it now right now. Because that shit, Love Jones was Love Jones in the 90s.
Yes, it
Love
was.
Yeah,
Joe.
That was an awesome movie.
Yeah, Love Jones. That's what I'm saying. Like we had very few identity of black men loving another person and showing equality. We didn't have all that all the time. Like look at Waiting to Exhale. Like come on, like that was just like how black men destroy black women.
Jesus.
Oh my
I gotta
god.
outgroove
My
that.
God, what about we're not gonna talk about the color purple and do that.
Hold
Like
on, yes, we
really?
are.
That's what
my
I'm
next.
saying.
Yeah, like that was the 80s. You can't do that
You
and talk
understand,
about
like fucking Color Purple was all like R. Kelly's feature film. Like, dude, like come
Jesus.
like Shorty was like she was a young child. Like, and this dude was like, if you really look back at it,
That's all people back in the day, though. That
that's
happened a
what they
lot back in the
excuse
day.
it. That means, but that conditioned pedophile in our country.
yo, son. But
So
it's
the color
reality
purple conditioned
TV.
it.
Yeah, because the Color Purple just it talks about a uncomfortable thing that we actually love the movie, but that movie has such a deeper impact than we care to really break down and see. And I'll tell you this: that going forward, we're gonna do a movie breakdown. It's called Date Night. It's a show that I'm opening it up. Me and Montana, we're putting it together now. Also, we're gonna have guests on there. And we're gonna break down movies, and we're gonna have it's called Date Night. And we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna break down and actually break down a full fucking film. I also want to have you back for that, Ashley, because I know that you can help us see certain shit that we're not usually seeing there, and help and then like point out pointers in the movies and stuff like that. So we'll do that as well.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. So I got some comments before I jump into the next
Yeah,
subject.
can I say as you read them, like I didn't realize I raised my son to be such an intelligent young man. But go ahead. He's spitting some knowledge out here, but okay, go ahead.
Hold on, why don't you read just one comment then? Go ahead.
You want me to read them? I want me to put them up too.
Yeah.
So he says, I feel like the 80s was the start of embracing black leads, and the 90s became more diverse with Latinos and Latinas. And then he says, but along with black roles, they glorified the negatives of being a person of color. There wasn't any real empowerment. They painted a picture of us being criminals and, ironically enough, menaces to society.
Your hand line though.
Whoa,
Yeah, you're
hold
right.
on. I gotta give me a pat. I did a good job.
If you want, I'll say something else.
Girl, you go.
Listen, you were right. He's an intelligent young man, and he's a great person. Even when I met him, he's a great guy. All your children are. I'll let you know that.
That's dumb shit, but go ahead.
Listen, sometimes you gotta break up to do the dumb shit because you're so ingenious that you have to do something to feel normal.
If I can comment on that just for a sec though.
Go ahead.
It was I wouldn't say it was what they portrayed, because at the end of the day that was director's story that they were trying to translate on film. Like films like Menace to Society were like and Poetic Justice, Do the Right Thing, all from the 90s. These were black directors behind it. It wasn't like a white man was writing these movies to show us the negatives. What they were doing was just like the music at the time of the 90s was giving you a direct link as to certain people's stories. Even if they did end up in a negative life, this was what was actually happening. So if anything, it caused us to be aware and move forward for people who weren't going through those particular situations.
But the other side to that coin is the people that you have that don't live in the urban communities, the people who are not of color, who live in the Midwest or live down south, wherever it is where the hood and the urban environment isn't there, or they're not. That's how they depicted us. And every time they saw a person of color, you were like that black person on Menace to Society. You were that gun-toting criminal thug, going to jail.
They highlighted that perception.
So you have to understand that as well. We understand it because we were in the urban environment. But that's all that these people saw on screen of us.
Exactly.
Was those depictions.
That's a very good point you made, Chrissy, because now that also reinforces what they thought of you in the first place. Because that movie has said, "Oh, that's what they do. Oh, I got to clutch my purse. Oh," and it just it helped that divide with that movie, that image, because we're not none of those movies had us working at Wall Street and building our own success business or any of that shit. Ashley, you look like you want to say something because I know I see that hand movement there. Go ahead and hop on in.
You know, like I said, like the 90s movies was my favorite era for the simple fact that, like, what's your name, brother, with the SF hat on?
Clips.
Clips. All right. So pretty much like he said, like these stories that was being told, most of the time these were like the directors and the writers' stories. So you got to think about it. So let's go down to like John Singleton, for instance. Let's talk about Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood is actual story that he knew for. This was pretty much a true story with true events that actually happened. So he actually wrote about it and put it into a film to tell the actual story of what was going on in Compton. Now, the media took its hands on it and turned it into something just completely different than what it was. And that's what the media does. It absolutely turns the story around from what the focus is on. So, you know, when you go into talking about these different movies from the 80s and the 90s, and just from the black perspective, just how they were, this is stuff that was really going on. You got to think about it. We wasn't seeing no people on Wall Street. We wasn't seeing no black people as entrepreneurs. We wasn't seeing nothing but drug dealers. And I could say this from my own standpoint. My mom and my dad both had drug addictions. All of my uncles and aunties were in prison. That's all I saw around me. So if I was to make a movie back in the day, that's what I would have made a movie about as well. So until you're able to get yourself around these other types of situations, those were the type of films you were going to see. Even going to Spike Lee.
Question: would the studios will have allowed you to?
Hell no.
I'm sorry.
No. We have movies from the 90s like Boomerang where they were black executives and actually doing good things as well.
But that was Eddie Murphy though.
We can't sit here and say, hey, all black movies in the 90s were depicted in a negative light, because that's not true. We have different directors that were telling their stories. That wasn't for you, Ashley. That was for Cap. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that's why I was going to like Spike Lee. So Spike Lee went in a different direction. He didn't come in a direction from how John Singleton came. Spike Lee came just on some other stuff of what he saw in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? He saw the blacks and the Latinos and the Italians and different things, you know, going at it in different ways. So he showed what was going on in his hood. You know what I'm saying? And Do the Right Thing was a beautiful movie. As far as just the storyline, how he intertwined the different stories, how he did everything. It was a beautiful movie. I didn't see anything wrong with it at all as far as Do the Right Thing. But you got to think about it. Every director had a story to tell. Every writer had a story to tell. So it just depends on, you know, what direction you was coming from. And like you say, Boomerang was a beautiful movie. You know what I'm saying? But also, the only thing that with Boomerang was, of course, we saw the executives. Yeah. Of course, we saw the executives. We saw the entrepreneurship. We saw them working hard and living a life. But Marcus was a player. He was treating women like shit. So if you really
you hitting on it.
Really... All right, but
you hitting on it.
How true was that though? At the end of the day.
But the thing about it was still in bad light because we're always players. The black man is always a player. He's always he's always a conniving brother trying to get over on you.
What was that? What's his face? How to Be a Player? Wasn't that with
How to Be a Player?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that was Bill Bellamy.
We have 20 episodes of Clock Watch of you spitting game on here. Let's not talk about roles now. I'm just saying, if we paint a narrative.
But that's not every black man.
Right, but I'm saying if they paint a narrative.
But what we're saying is that the movie's depicting it. We're not talking about me. I'm a player.
I laid my game.
My great grandfather was a player.
Yeah. Didn't you pull up How to Be a Player on live on air, but couldn't get the footage to work?
I did.
But now it's a negative light, right? Come on, man. What are we talking about?
But you can still have pros and cons, brother. You can. Not actually. The only clip I pulled up was Goldie because he was telling game, and that's one part about Goldie. Pimps and hoes.
It's not, and we're not, for me, as far as what I was saying, I'm not saying that they were wrong for doing that. I'm not saying that those shouldn't have been created and we shouldn't have seen that. What I'm saying is that we also have to look at the other side of the coin of what occurs with that, right? Like it's a double-edged sword. So we wanna and I've said this and I'll say it again and again and again and again, and I gotta trademark it. If all you know, oh shit, like I drank too many glasses of wine.
Yo, but real fast, check this out though.
But like if all
there's
you
movies
know is all you if all you experience is all you know, then you're in a deficit of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So we've
Right.
got to open up our minds to be able to see from other areas. And sometimes when you're so stuck in like a little world, it's hard to see outside of that 5 mile radius. So it would have been nice to have other depictions of people of color and not just that.
And then
right,
hold up.
so
When we
hold on.
did do it, I'll let you speak in a second. And then we did do it. It was called Strictly Business. And then the dude that was making the money was a square. You know what I mean? He got to stay all night chasing Natalie. Who was what's her name? Holly Berry. He was out in the club chasing Holly Berry's ass,
Yeah.
trying to get it. So
I'm gonna say this.
There's movies too.
I feel like y'all being wild picky though. Like, come
No,
on,
we
man.
were talking
You gotta
about
make the
genre
movie
movies.
interesting regardless.
Right.
You know what I mean? It has to have a drive. It has to have a focus and a narrative. Like it can't just be about this upstanding black man going through life.
No.
Like,
But we're saying that there weren't films.
that's boring. I'm not
Let me
gonna
say
watch
this,
it.
right? So
Go
the
ahead.
thing of it is, I think what everybody failing to realize is in the 90s, black folks didn't own no studios. We didn't have no money. We weren't executive producers or anything like that. So even when those types of films that put us in a different light was presented, it was a no. Every time those films were presented from different directors, it was a no. Anytime a black person was the good guy, it was a no.
That's facts. That is
So
facts.
now that's why now we have more black entrepreneurs. We have more black businesses. We have more things that we can actually make films on now, which is what, and because of the way of digital media, anybody can make a film about anything now, and the whole world can see it. That's why it's being more accepted now.
Ashley, I gotta cut you short there too. You have Passenger 57 by Wesley Snipes, where he played a good guy, and that movie was all sorts of dope. That was 92.
Do you remember the movie?
Do
you remember the movie?
Yes, absolutely.
There's more
Always
to that
been on
movie.
black.
There's a reason why.
Always been on black. Fire. You know what I mean?
There's a couple movies Denzel played in where he was in a great light. You know, there's a movie, New Jack City. They had black men in every character. The cop, the fiend, the drug dealer. You know what I mean?
He also played in Devil in Blue Dress. So what you saying?
I'm just saying, like, there's certain movies that can paint men and women of color in all light. You know what I mean?
Right.
There wasn't enough of that to boost what we're saying there. But I'll let you finish the thought, Ashley, before let her finish the thought, because we gotta move to the next subject, B.
Malcolm X was in 92 as well.
Yeah, but
Malcolm
by
X
any means
was a
necessary?
beast.
Did you think that was positive?
Malcolm X was a beast.
That was fire. We all had
black is not letting anything go down tonight.
That was fire.
And on that note, Ashley, are you finished with your thoughts there?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, because our next subject tonight is I want the top 5 to 10 80 movies. They can be movies or cartoons, separated how you want to do that. You've been sucking for about Big Kev, and I gotta get Big Kev before his internet goes out. So, Big Kev, what are your top 5 to 10 80s movies? Oh, I don't have, bro. We can't hear you. Did you mute yourself?
No, he's not muted.
Okay.
He's definitely not muted. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me?
Now we can. Yeah.
All right.
Damn, it ain't your night tonight, big bro. Something about Sundays in Colorado, because Jackson should be fucking up like this too.
Scarface. This is crazy.
Yeah, I hear Scarface. Scarface.
Beach Street, Indiana Jones.
What?
Yeah, all the Indiana
Hey, these
Jones
are
movies.
his. Let him. These are
Top
his.
Gun, and one of my personal favorites, Big Trouble Little China for the 80s.
Oh,
And then an honorable mention.
So
I'm gonna
mine.
go
So
with
mine. So mine, yo. Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket. That was another good. Yo, what? See? Oh, that was a good movie. That was a good movie.
So mine's B. Big Trouble in Little China, man. God damn.
Okay, someone said you got Comcast.
Nah, bro, I actually got Dish, man, but I don't know what it is, man. I usually don't have no problems, but
Yeah.
I'll take that today. I'll take that L today. But I don't know what to tell y'all, man. My bill paid. I don't know what it is, man.
See, that's what happens.
I'll take that.
You're not supposed to pay it in full. You put something on it, then they want the rest of the money so they can be quality.
They're gonna throttle you, yo. They're gonna throttle your internet regardless, man. Towards the end of the month, they throttle that shit.
Yo, y'all remember Ricochet by starring Denzel Washington?
Yeah, that shit was trash. That shit was horrible.
Yeah, that was like Metro for Eddie Murphy. That shit was just like
fucking horrible. Yeah, Metro was trash too.
That's what I'm saying. It was the same. Don't eat my shit.
That shit was garbage. Ricochet was terrible.
I agree. Also, we got he already said that. I had to put that up again, Comcast, because he didn't work right now. Love this whole team. Y'all appreciate you, Mike. Thank you. Shout out to you, man.
All right.
Our next comment is extra shout out to Doe. Your fan coming every week.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they love you, bro. They love you. What's the stream? You already in it, bro. We can see you.
Out here, word.
We got you. You in here. You in here like last year. Coming to America in Color Purple. Coming to America was it was all like, I love the movie. It's my favorite.
Solid one of my favorites.
Yeah, but
that was my first one.
It's about comedians. It's about joking. That was nothing really serious, but African nature. Harlem Nights. Yeah, Harlem Nights was dope. Purple Rain. Yes. One of my favorite. Hold on, whose kid is this? Whose mask is this?
Yeah.
So, I get what you on those movies. Love it. Yeah, everyone is coming in and out. Yeah, that's Kev. He hit me up. He having some issues right now. We'll wait for him. Right. Stream it. There you go, Jackie on her JOB. There you go. Hit him up. If y'all need to see the reference to here is how you get your face seen on Facebook.
She's amazing.
All right. Down. All right. So Kev started us off. I know that Ashley has a meeting to do, so I'm gonna make sure I hit her next too. I want to hear her 5 to 10. So yo, what is your 5 to 10 movies or cartoons or whatever you got going on for you in the 80s?
5 to 10 movies. Coming to America is my first one. Lean on Me is my second one.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Footloose is my third one. Harlem Nights is my fourth one. And let me see. Let me scroll here because I done wrote all these down. I might have to go with either. I'm gonna go with She's Gotta Have It. Only because that was Spike Lee's very first movie that he ever made, and he did it through crowdfunding, and it came out beautifully, even though it was black and white.
Excellent.
Sometimes you gotta take the color out of things so people see different perceptions. Nah, me. No. So, I can't even argue with the list. I'm gonna come at you a little something. I can't argue at that list.
It's not to be disruptive.
Yeah, what was outside? Like when you made this list, what was sitting right outside of that list?
What was sitting right outside of that list?
Yeah, like so. What was like your honorable mentions?
I didn't come up with no honorable mentions. Let me see.
There's one that you're missing. Right here in the comment.
I mean, Scarface. Look Who's Talking. Oh my God! As a kid, I love that movie.
Oh, Look Who's Talking. Listen.
Yes.
Look Who's Talking.
Yeah, for some reason.
The Shining.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's the one. That's the one I would have added. I love that movie.
Ferris Bueller's fire.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are my few. I don't know if any of these other ones, like, I don't know if that was the 80s or not. I doubt it. But Claudine is another favorite. drugs on.
That wasn't the
Yeah.
80s. That was the 70s.
I know. I'm
Well,
just
it
saying.
was the 70s, though. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Got you.
See
Yo, Clips, don't get too excited.
Yeah, she cheating. Yeah, she can't be doing that.
I said I didn't know. I don't know. I just remember the movie. It was a dope ass movie.
Facts.
All right, I'm gonna read Chuck's off real quick. Chuck got Purple Rain, Trading Places, Coming to America, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Empire Strikes Back, E.T., Back to the Future, Goonies, and those are all gonna be mentioned coming up. I bet you, because they're on a lot of them motherfuckers on my list. Yo, Facebook user, please accept the terms. If you didn't see what Jackie's post, Jackie had already put it out there for us. She said, "Bang," and that's how you do it. Bang, 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 bang. Facebook. That is how we getting down tonight.
Oh man,
we feeling good tonight. We feeling my good. So then somebody else said, because y'all missed this too. My dude Prince, y'all missed Big Trouble Little. Well, no, somebody said Last Dragon, Bloodsport, Coming to America.
Damn.
He's still a nigga shit, yeah.
We all about the future. We all about the future. Hey, girl. She said, "Love you guys. Can't wait to see everyone tomorrow." Well, I'm not on tomorrow, so I know you phone too. Let me
talking to the girls.
And Soldier Story. Yo, are you Googling this shit? Because I don't even remember this motherfucker.
That one I don't know.
That's your kid, right? How old?
That's my kid. He'll be 20 in 2 months. He'll be 20.
No, he know about all the. Okay.
Yeah, he do.
Mama raised him right. That's not even my oldest. My oldest is gonna be 27.
With Howard Wallace. God damn, you got an old soul, brother.
Old soul.
Also, listen, I'm gonna come by the crib, Chrissy. I'm gonna bring some drinks with me and your son to talk some politics.
He's
not a dumb kid. He's just stupid.
Hey, don't say that. Allegedly. You've heard.
Listen, if I told you stories, you'd be like, all right, you're right.
I mean, don't we all have stories like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what?
We got some crazy stories.
Right.
PJ, and then I'm gonna go to Lady E. And like I know we're the butt of the jokes tonight, Clips, but we got to keep it lively. We got to keep it moving.
You already, man. Come on, let's go, man.
If you a villain, wear that shit. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I'll wear that.
I know you got some shit I want to hear.
I'm about to bomb on those shits too, God.
Well, while you gathering thoughts, I want to shout out Spitting with Spitter, is doing amazing, yo. We reached 100.2K viewers on that show. Keep it in. Some interesting shows, man. He has the whole Mob Gambino he interviews. He's dealing with he does Christina Wilson from Hell's Kitchen. Yep. Yo, this dude got big things and big interviews coming up lined up. My dude is booked up until November. So if you somebody that want to be somebody that's somebody out there and you want to be known by somebody, that's the dude you need to get at and get on his show and get on that waiting list, B. And it's clockwise shit. But I'm gonna leave it to him. I digress. I'm gonna give it to my dude right here.
We got the movie Lost Boys. Stand By Me.
Oh,
yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
Not really a classic.
I love that movie.
Oh my God.
Well, let's go.
Bueller.
Scarface.
Yes.
Oh my God, being generic, God.
I got Children of the Corn.
Oh my God, I just watched that the other night. I just watched that.
Now I'm gonna have nightmares.
I got Stephen King's First Pet Cemetery, the original.
Trash.
I know who I'm canceling.
Trash.
Hey, when we first time.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one.
Oh,
Yes.
nah, that was fire. That was fire. With Johnny Depp, word up. That was fire.
And all the police academies, man, because like
Yes.
the comedic value in them was great.
That's true.
Sucker.
Stole
Looked at
my
my list.
shit. I should have left
Looked
it
at
out
my
of the
list.
group chat.
Looked
Left
at
it
my
up here.
list, John.
I told you not to post that shit in the group chat. You kept
Ain't
firing it
posting
off.
Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned Stand By Me, but Stand By Me too.
That was your second one. Stand By Me. Yeah, that's a classic, bro. That's a classic.
Word.
That was the
But
first
that-
one. Dead Body.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
trash.
I can't wait to hear Clips' list. Oh my god,
My God.
terrorized.
Oh my God.
Clips
Stand by me.
tried to do a lot. He did a lot of 80 porn. But I don't know.
With the big bushes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm saying, you got a man like Antiquing.
Yeah, true.
Yo, my bad. Go ahead, yo, TJ.
Oh no, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
done.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Lady E. I want to hear because she listen, stand up and do a little dance for us, bro. I want everybody to see that break and shit. I want to see the arms it. Well, you got to dance.
I took off my leg warmers because I was a little hot. So I'm in Florida, so I can't be wearing those shits.
Yeah, it's hot as hell here.
I know, right? All right. So my list, I have 10. I can't just choose 5.
That's my
Sorry.
girl. That's my girl. That's my girl.
So I have The Outsiders.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a class. Oh,
Yeah. Love it. I have Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, Beetlejuice was the truth. I forgot about Beetlejuice.
I have Stand By Me too. I remember watching that in 6th grade in class. And Dirty Dancing. Love that movie. Top Gun. And The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Just skip me.
Oh,
I'm like naming all of yours. I have Big. Love that movie. 16 Candles.
16 candles.
And E.T.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the Indiana Jones movies. Love those. I would watch those all the time on repeat. So yeah, that is my top 10 list.
gotcha.
Definitely Prince. Definitely Prince. You just let us know. We'll get you on.
Yo, quiet as kept, not to cut you off, Black, but I was talking to Prince last night, and he does a spot-on Barack Obama impersonation that the world needs to hear. Sorry, I digress.
Does he doing blackface?
He's
Oh my god.
Yeah. Chrissy,
Yes.
you're on the clock. Go ahead,
All
baby.
right. So they said a lot of mine. The Police Academy. So I'm gonna just they said a lot of the ones I said that I had, but I'm gonna say the ones that they didn't say. So Can't Buy Me Love, An Officer and a Gentleman, Poltergeist, Little Shop of Horrors, Flashdance, and you already said Ghostbusters. I'm gonna throw Ghostbusters in there as well. So and Porky's. I remember Porky's because of that one scene when the girls are looking through the hole.
And the dick go in the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Porky was that shit. My parents banned me for that shit. I couldn't watch that shit. But I would sneak up that night, watch that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Prince. He said airplanes. Yo, who remember Airplane?
I didn't like it, but I remember.
I didn't like that type of comedy, but that first one was funny because O.J. Simpson was in it. Remember that shit?
Yeah, I didn't like Airplane.
No, I didn't like it.
That shit was
I didn't
fire.
like it.
No, so you must be a Weird Al Jenkins
And-
fan too.
I ain't never seen it.
I had said this before. I had said this in the pre-show, but I just want to make a note that Kim Cattrall, that a lot of these younger kids or younger than me know from Sex in the City, was in a lot of the older movies. You know, Police Academy. She was
Yeah.
she was in Porky's. Like, so she's been around acting for a while. So, and what National Lampoons, was that the 80s?
Oh,
The
yes, it
original one.
was.
The national, all the, is that how it was?
Yeah,
All
Chevy
of
Chase.
them were awesome. I like the
European
Christmas
vacation.
Vacation.
Naked Gun. Dude.
Hilarious.
Y'all
Yeah.
missing the Babysitters. No, not the Babysitters Club. Don't tell
It's a
mom the
Babysitter.
Babysitter's dead.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
Yo, Chris look like he always hold up. One of the fans said Chris look like he always hating.
Oh, that's right, because I'm a hater, B. I'm
Right.
hating.
But that's it. Everybody said everything else. The you know, and like I said earlier, School Days. And the reason that I actually like School Days is because it showed what Clips likes to always say: separatism.
Separatism.
Right?
It did. It really
Wish
did.
you never had hair like this, and the boys give you a kiss.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, give me no longer. Then I said, get the fuck out of here. When I saw that, that blew my mind. Like,
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
it definitely highlighted that. And the other thing, the one scene that's always gonna get to me too, that hits me in School Days, is when what's his face? Junior, was it Junior? Is that what's his
Junior.
name? He told his girl, Tisha Campbell,
Yes,
to sleep with Spike Lee.
exactly.
Half
I've done that.
Half
Like,
pint.
as she half pint, yep.
Yeah.
And that shit, like, and that they were cleaning up after them, and they
Yep.
were doing all these things. Like,
Yep.
looking back now, you know, when I was a kid and I looked at that, it wasn't like I didn't reflect on it the way I look at it as an adult and reflect
Yeah.
on it.
Right.
So if you haven't watched it in a while, go back and watch it again. It's on Netflix. You can
Listen,
watch it on
listen.
I'm gonna have to
Netflix.
Yo,
watch it.
Chrissy,
I was inspired by
100%
him because I did that. I tried that line. It worked also. Shout out to Junior because he lives right here by me in Elmford, New York. In Elmford, White Plains, Westchester. He's right outside here. His family here. Shout out to Junior. His real name, I can't pronounce all that shit, but holla at you, bro. I posted you on our Clockwatch page the other day. Yes.
Hey, Al, to your point, were you a Martin fan, Chrissy?
Yes.
Do you remember the episode when they broke the fourth wall on that particular movie? Gina ran up on Martin and was like, "Oh man, I was just watching House Party the other night. Remember what's his name with the dragon, bro?" And Martin was like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy. I was watching School Days. You remember how that girl licked Big Brother Almighty all up in this?
Like,
Big Brother Almighty. When I say gamma, you say gamma.
Comedy,
Gamma.
man.
Gamma,
Oh
gamma.
my God.
He definitely broke
Gamma.
the fourth on that one. That was
That's
good.
my shit. Yeah. I love. I own all those. I own all those in DVDs.
Me
Yeah.
too. I do
Yeah.
too.
So
That shit
let's
crazy.
get to King Clips. We should 5 to 10, homie.
I got
How you doing a bid?
80.
Give me your 5 to 10, nigga.
Yo, I know, right? I was some G shit.
Look, I'm
We
tuned in.
got the Running Man. You know what I'm saying? Arnold Schwarzenegger. We have Weird Science. We have
I love Weird Science.
we
Yeah.
have Revenge of the Nerds. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We have Rocky 3. We
Yeah.
also
Brad.
have Beat Street. We have Eddie Murphy Raw. We have
I had it. Damn it.
Yeah. We got the
Damn
Golden Child. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the
We got the
Golden Child.
Absolutely. We got Beverly Hills Cop. You know what I'm saying?
Was Lethal Weapon?
Man, aren't you?
Was Lethal Weapon in the 80s too?
Yes,
It was.
yes,
It was.
yes,
It was.
absolutely. And I didn't have that on my list, but Cap took Big Trouble in Little China from me too. That's one of my all-time favorite movies, man. And each of those movies holds such, like, I can do quotables on every one of them, man. Like, I love those movies to death, and I used to, like, we grew up on them. We were kids. We weren't supposed to be watching them, but for some reason we were. It was fire, all of them. You know what I mean?
Watch that.
Princess and the Bride.
That was the 90s. That was the 90s, wasn't that?
Princess and the Bride.
Princess and the Bride was like late 80s, I believe. It was trash though. That movie was
89.
garbage.
He said it was trash.
I like that
Now
movie.
he's Googling. Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Movie,
I had
yeah.
that.
Big
I
up.
had that. I forgot to.
Big up. Yo,
Gremlins
and
was
to
good.
TJ's second role, his second unprofessional role on the screen,
Oh,
Spaceballs. With them puffs in your head, you look like that from Spaceball, nigga. That's what you looking like.
you ain't right.
I'm
Yeah.
Pizza the Hut. That's what you saying?
I'm saying that's what they said. That's what they said. I ain't saying none of that shit. You my boy. You my man, 50 grand.
Foul. Another foul.
And Pretty Woman was actually
Pretty Woman.
90. It was
Yeah,
a 90, but
early
it was
90s.
filmed in the 89. It was filmed in
I know what
89.
happened.
It was supposed to be released in 89, but it was released in actually 90. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
What
I'll
about
give you Pretty
Heather?
Woman.
Heather
said-
is another movie.
Yeah, Heather's is another movie.
I don't remember that one.
Yo,
That was
for
the
my
girl that
list,
was trying to
The
beat each
three
other.
Heathers.
Yeah, the three Heathers.
Yeah, they
I
were
have
all
to-
in high school.
I have to say though, for the 80s, for me, it was like Eddie Murphy ruled the 80s, man. He really did, man. He
Yeah.
ran the shit out of the 80s, man.
He
Yeah,
did.
he
He
did.
mean-
That's why 80s was one of the great.
Honorable mention 48 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Him and Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
fire.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? He ran the 80s, man. So at that, Black, I'm gonna pass it off to you, man. What's your top 5 to 10, bro?
All right, I'm gonna keep my shit. No, oops, Pretty Woman. No, Jackie. It was released in 90, early 90s, but it was actually filmed and created in the 89. It was supposed to be released in 89, but it didn't. This is what I was talking about. What about the movie the Eddie a Cop? It was
Beverly
Metro.
Hills. Wasn't it Beverly Hills?
Oh no, it was two.
Yeah, I need
it was
that.
Beverly Hills. He said Beverly Hills, and Metro was the other one. We had them shit braids.
That wasn't
Metro was trash.
Denzel?
Metro was trash.
Okay.
The shit
Metro
box.
was hot garbage.
All right, so I'm gonna jump on in. I'm gonna warm this shit up. Y'all said a lot of my shit. I'm disappointed.
You disappointed?
Yeah, I'm gonna start like this. Y'all, I said I had Eddie Murphy Delirious is one of them. Not in any order, but Eddie Murphy Delirious was my shit. Also had No Retreat, No Surrender. If you remember, that was my motherfucking shit.
Yo, Black. Can I enter? Yo,
He wants still another shit. Here he goes.
Did you love that movie because you loved it, or did you love it because it was fucking hilarious? Like one of the funniest comedies ever.
Here, now is a comedy. When it was first out, No Retreat, No Surrender, that shit was not a comedy. That shit
Yo,
was like
for us, I guess we were just silly fucking kids, but we even remember when the fat dude was bullying him and he jumped over the gate and the fat dude tried to jump the gate.
Nigga, I wanted to be a kickboxer for real after I saw that motherfucking movie, B. But
Yo, Van Damme's first flick.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my
That's my
God.
see. You still my thunder, motherfucker. God damn. Listen, I'm gonna put you on mute. This is shit he trying to do. Trying to take over. What y'all didn't mention was Secret of the Nymph.
Oh my God.
Do you remember Secret of the Nymph?
I
No.
don't
Yeah,
remember.
That
The
shit was
little
trash.
mouse. You don't remember
That
Secret
shit
of
was
the Nymph?
trash,
I
yo.
don't
You
remember
valid.
That was a cartoon.
That shit was trash. The
And,
rat.
and everybody, that's how you get muted when you king clips. You be the king of mute.
Yeah. That shit was trash, B.
Beverly Hills Cop was on my list. Also, if y'all don't remember rapping, oh shit, that movie
Rapping
was
Duke?
trash with what's his name? Can't Stop.
Mario Van Peebles.
Mario Van People. Can't Stop.
Trash.
Won't Stop. Fucking that movie. That shit was trash. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
Right there was disorderly.
Mannequin.
Okay.
Another movie with Kim Cattrall was
Fire.
in.
Way to
Mannequin
come
was in
back.
it. They said
I ain't
Police
never
Academy.
seen a lot of these. I don't know.
They had Police Academy. I was a big fan of John Cusack. I actually ran to the dude at fucking airport in New York, getting on my way to fly out to California. John Cusack films was my shit. Better Off Dead. That were my shit. I love those films, man. But I would be remiss if I did not mention Breaking 1 and 2. That is my shit. That is my shit so much you don't understand.
Yeah, drop it. Drop that.
That's how we doing it. Street people.
Oh my god.
So when I go to it, yo, I'm like, yo, break it. And
Y'all
if you guys
showing
don't,
y'all
if you haven't
age,
recognized yet, Lady E looks like Special K. Right there in the third box, she got all the outfits on though.
Oh my
Breaking was my
God.
motherfucking Turbo Ozone. I also want to tell you something because I don't think y'all know this shit. I gotta put this out right now. Did you know Breaking and Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo were released in the same year?
Yeah, they could have kept that Breaking 2 shit to themselves though. That
Nah,
shit was
Breaking 2 was yo, that bash mommy on the stage, B. You spoke no
Yeah.
English?
The fuck was that? Yo,
That turned on my Lobito for Latin women, B. That Breaking 2, that was my shit. Electric Boogaloo.
Oh my
I gotta
god!
go catch
So
up
you
on
was
my
you was
80s
all in
films,
when they
man.
had the remember when they had the breaking battle under the fucking train and
Yeah.
they threw Arsenio Halls lookalike on the cars.
Yo, man.
Yeah. That's dope. I didn't realize that shit was that old films were related. And if you didn't realize, also in the film was motherfucking Ice-T was the DJ because he was a DJ before he became a rapper, and Ice-T is from Jersey,
Facts.
but he was claiming West Coast at the time. All right, so also on my list, I can't listen. Crush Groove. Crush Groove.
Yes.
Condomus Crush motherfucking Groove.
Yeah, you right. You right. You
How
right.
Whoa.
You right.
I
You
agree
right.
with that.
You right. You
Listen.
right. Right.
So
You can come to
let's
me
see
on
here.
that one.
Yeah, there's yeah, so I'll leave it at that. I mean, there's so much more that we would have to do with it. And if I said cartoon wise, it would be Mask. Mask was my favorite fucking cartoon. Mask, oh shit.
I got
Fuck
a list
that.
of cartoons. Jeez.
What is
And
that?
Thundercat. Thundercats.
Yeah, you right on that. Right on that. Yo, Mask was horrible though. That was one
Mask
of the
was
worst
my shit.
movies
You
ever.
hating because you like you was a transforming
Yeah, real
nigga.
talk.
You transforming now. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You didn't have no Mask shit? You didn't have no Mask toys?
It was Sugar Cookie.
Yo, King Clips, you on the clock.
Sugar Cookie? What? Mask.
Oh.
Nah, it was G.I. Joe. It was G.I. Joe, bro. G.I. Joe.
Fuck G.I. Joe, nigga. Fuck all that bullshit.
You bugging.
Knowing
My
is half
son
the
just brought it
battle.
up.
Nah, shit,
Hey,
get
yo,
the fuck up
G.I.
out of here.
Joe over Mask any day, bro.
Is this
Oh,
only the
man.
80s?
We can pull
I
that.
never
You want
watched
to
no
pull that?
cartoons in the 80s.
You want to pull
Nah,
that?
you
You
hold that,
want
B.
to jump in
Hold
front of that?
And while we're at it, someone has named where we at?
My son
Someone said
said
Metro. I don't know why they said Metro. Oh, that's your son.
because he was talking about
The movie. Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
all right,
you're right.
man.
Yeah,
Hey,
name
why
of it.
Metro keep coming up tonight, though? Like,
Because that shit was ass horrible.
that shit was trash. Oh, my God.
Meteor Man. Oh, you're right. I forgot about Meteor Man. Dope shit. Vanessa, appreciate you filling that in. Meteor Man was I like that shit too.
I mean, thanks for viewing, but that was trash, too.
you was hey, hold on. When was Blinkman? 90s? Was Blinkman 90s? Or was it 80s?
Yeah, Black Man was early 90s.
Yeah. Blinkman, listen. Because Meteor Man, that dude we called Townsend ran motherfucking the studios back then. Because he was the only one that putting out shit with comedian because he had the crime shit he was doing, like the comedian special he was doing.
Oh, yo, Hollywood Shuffle.
Hollywood Shuffles too.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah,
that was
that
fire.
definitely.
That was fire.
So are
Soul
these
Train was-
cartoons only in the 80s?
Oh.
I said, are the cartoons only in the 80s? Because I don't know no cartoons from the 80s.
Oh, hold on. Whatever you want to name. Name your cartoon. What you thinking?
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I just had a few. You know, I had Doug. I had Darkwing Duck. I had Rugrats, Pinky and the Brain, you know, to name a few.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with them commercials. I didn't fuck with them. I'm more like I was like USA.
Bro,
I like
I was born in
what's
the
up,
late
Miguel
80s, bro.
Gorilla?
I can't believe you wasn't fucking with G.I. Joe, man. Like, what the
Nah,
fuck
nigga.
is
See,
wrong with
nigga,
you?
That's
nah.
wild.
He wildin', man. He wildin'.
Cobra! Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Yeah.
Mask? You was the only kid at home watching Mask. That's why I got
That's
kids.
a lie. That's a lie.
That's why I got
lie.
canceled.
Everybody was watching Mask, brother.
I was watching Care Bears and Strawberry Shortcake.
I bet you were, baby.
Hell, TJ, you was watching Mask?
That's why your ass is so caring.
Thank
I
you.
was gonna- Chrissy, Care Bear stare to you,
Fuck
baby.
out of here, yo.
G.I. Joe, DuckTales, Scooby-Doo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why Mask got canceled. Black was so upset. He was like, "Damn, yo, they can't." He was the only
Bro, that
motherfucker.
came out before I was born. I ain't never seen
He
that.
was
I'm
yo,
looking at it now.
Cliff, that's when
My
Black
son-
started writing.
My son brought up another one, but it wasn't a cartoon. It was Fraggle Rocks
I'm about to
on
put.
HBO.
I'm just about to put that up too.
Yeah, he
Fraggle
reminded me.
I'll let you finish.
I feel like I've seen that before.
Hold on, was Soul Plane was like the
The
90s?
90s.
No,
It was the
that was
90s.
2000s.
2000.
Yo,
Soul Plane was
facts,
2000.
facts.
3 to be exact.
Yeah,
He's
He
bugging.
must be drinking.
that's 2000.
He must be drinking.
Hold up. Yes, that was a wonderful movie. Yes,
Oh
Meteor
my
Man.
God.
I listen, Vanessa. If you listen, we'll talk about that later. Meteor Man was a wonderful movie, baby. I appreciate you. Never ending story. I had nightmares about this shit and loved the movie at the same time.
They just making you
Big
feel
ass
good.
dog. No, the story.
That is a
Go
big
ahead.
dog, and it
Yeah.
That's what we doing
he
tonight,
flew
y'all.
on the.
You talking about G.I. Joe? They're gonna put you on timeout, nigga. You talking about G.I. Joe? And then you want to talk about classics, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. Dead Poet Society we missed.
Bye.
I don't know.
I never
Y'all
watched
know-
that.
no, that was actually one of his better movies. Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I heard it
okay,
was a
okay.
great movie. It had a
A
lot of
lot of his movies are shit.
I
No.
never saw that one.
Anyway, so we got Big Mama. That was trash.
That was 2000s too, though.
That could have been 1960. It was still trash.
No, I'm just like, shut up.
That's the
The music you were playing when you were playing the music. That's what he's talking about.
Mom.
Fraggle Rock.
Big Papa,
Fraggle Rock,
that was trash.
Oh, what about this?
You out here,
The
y'all.
Smurfs. Nobody watched the Smurfs.
Yeah,
The
that's right.
Smurfs?
True.
Smurfs? I watched the Smurfs.
Really?
Smurfette was the only woman.
Wait, who presses?
But she was the only woman, and I had a problem with that, even back then.
Who the fuck was Luck the Dragon?
I don't know.
I
Who the
think
fuck.
he was trying to say the last dragon.
Oh, maybe he was like Magic Dragon. I don't know. That's specified.
That's who I'm rocking with, the last dragon. Thanks.
Hey Vanessa, that's my girl. Tell your girl I said, hey.
Hey, Vanessa.
Yeah, Joe, yeah. Listen, Vanessa, you to me. Looney Tunes and Baby Looney Tunes.
Well, we can't forget the whole freaking Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny.
What about the
Elmo the Fudd, Popeye.
What about the rapist?
That's all Looney Tunes, though. That's all.
Hold on. What about the rapist?
Who the fuck is the rapist?
Why would you bring that up?
Who was the rapist? Huh?
Who was the rapist?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
He used to try to take it every episode.
Yeah, he was. He tried to.
Nice.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew? Pepe Le Pew? Yeah.
Nah, that's big facts though. He was trying to take something every time he was on the screen.
He was.
Just imagine the dude, like the one that created that.
That.
He must have been. I'm gonna look him up because he looked like he was I don't know who he was trying to steal the putty cat.
What about Sesame Street? I grew up on Sesame Street.
Everybody grew up on Sesame Street.
Everybody did.
That's just
Sesame Street is why you don't like nice guys.
My mom put it on VHS.
Who said Reading Rainbow?
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow too. Yep.
Yes.
What was
the
that
Electric
guy?
Club? The Electric Club? Was it?
No.
Was that the other one? The math one?
No, I don't know that. But what about the other guy?
Mr. Rogers?
Yes, that guy.
It's a wonderful day in your neighborhood.
Yes.
A wonderful day in your neighborhood. Would you be mine?
Black. What was that music show that had the puppets on it? That it had the old lady puppet on it?
Oh, today's special. Lamb chops. Lamb chops or today's
No,
special?
Lamb chops.
Not
That was
Lamb Chops. It was at night. It was a music show they would review music, and there was a oh my God, somebody please in the comments, please tell me. And it was an old white lady puppet, and she had like a boa on. And then oh my, she freaked me out.
Scooby Doo.
Oh, who's
You're
Scooby
talking
Doo?
about lamb chops and that
It
lady.
wasn't, no, it was a night show. It was an evening show. It was not a
Ghost
kid show.
Rider.
I gotta find it now. I
What
gotta
about
find it
today's
now.
special? What about today's special? That was my shit. Today's special. You remember that shit?
Really?
When the mannequin
I
came
remember the
alive,
Electric Company.
he came alive at night, and the department store with all that shit like that. You remember today's special?
Nope.
Fuck y'all then. Y'all ain't really.
I'm
What
fucking
about
with lamb chops though?
Yeah, lamb chop. I hear you. What about motherfucking Bill Cosby and Paint a Picture? That's it. Or the Fat Albert. Fat Albert.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
remember that.
I fuck with
You
that.
cheating? That was the '70s, Joe. You cheating?
Is that your first acting debut, Black?
Oh shit!
You got jokes. Oh, you got jokey jokes. Oh, I got you. I see that ass. All right, who hasn't answered this question yet? Because the nigga going in my head.
Are you talking about Sherry Lewis? Are you talking about Sherry Lewis, Chrissy?
No, and she was Madame the Puppet. She was Madame the Puppet.
Nah, you sound like you watching some creepy private shit. And I don't know. They put on fucking show for your ass.
That's the old lady puppet.
I don't remember none of that shit. Was that only on your TV?
Yo, it's scary.
Was that only on your TV?
Oh,
Yeah, me
okay.
neither.
Hold up. Let me tell you something, Kristen. New York they have opened up the Boy Scout line. So people that have been hurt when they was like, listen, you still have the option of reaching out to them, maybe tell them about some puppet show that they put on for you. I'm just letting you know. One love.
What?
We here for you. I'm fucking with you.
That's what it was called, Madame's Place. Madame's Place.
What?
Yeah, listen, I remember watching Mr. Wizard, but what the fuck is that show?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It was in 1987. Madame's Place is an American sitcom that featured the misadventures of Madame, a puppet in the form of a boldly old movie star with a naughty sense of humor.
Naughty
sense of humor. She ran from September 1982 to February 25th, 1983.
What in the fuck? That sounds like child pedophilia.
Yo, I'm telling you, she scared the shit out of me.
She looked like it.
She was the 80s.
You should have been watching it that late at night. That was a parent show.
That was my parent. Yeah, my parents were watching it, but I always snuck out, just like I snuck out to see Benny Hill.
Yeah.
I used to sneak out and watch Benny Hill too. Why do you think I'm such a freak? I mean, I didn't say that. That was the one.
Shit. Hold on. And you guys could bang her line on Facebook.
Oh my god.
She taking an application. Remember, cuffing season is coming up. Cuffing season is coming out, and tryouts are being held next month.
I thought you were talking about Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop because she had her little puppet thing, and then
no, but that was a song that never ends.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's not who I was talking about. I knew I wasn't saying
You're about to traumatize me with this shit right now. So who else has been going about that 5 to 10? So we move on to that.
I think everybody has.
Everybody did.
Everybody has. 27 minutes ago.
Right.
Yo, what's the top 5 movie soundtrack? Yo, Ashley, I'm gonna lead off with you. What's your top 5 movie soundtrack?
New Jack City. Boomerang. Set It Off. Shit. What else? I'm gonna go with Waiting to Exhale because my mom listened to it like a bitch.
No, that was a dope soundtrack. That was dope.
It was. And
that was
then
dope.
Menace to Society.
Sitting up in my room. Think about you.
Hey.
I must confess, I'm a mess. Right.
Y'all know the verses come out tomorrow.
I heard.
And Brandy.
I ain't watching it.
Fire.
I ain't watching. How's it gonna be fire? How they gonna do Boy Is Mine? How they gonna do that shit? Come on.
Whatever.
Boy,
You said you watching it?
Hold up, Eclipse, you watching it?
Yep.
That's
Me
gonna be
too.
fun, bro. They
Y'all sound
gonna
like y'all
break the
sucking for
internet.
love. Y'all
They're gonna
sucking for
break the
love,
internet.
motherfuckers watching that shit.
I
I
would
was
love
just
it.
shaking and shimmying all up in the
I'm
camera.
be out there delivering some chocolate.
You was like, "Hey, what you was just singing, shaking and shimmying and shit? Talking about I'm a
Right.
sucker for love.
Mr. Lavender over here.
How did no one ever mention 5 Heartbeats? I don't know why no one ever mentioned that.
No, Ashley
I
did.
did.
I didn't hear that.
Yes.
It definitely did. Gotta mention. I remember.
Yes,
All right, so I'm gonna move on to the dude from Tap the Bottle In, Twist the Cap, TJ.
What was that?
No black teenagers.
Yeah, that was young black teenagers who was all white.
Where I made my debut in that.
That was your hip hop career.
Yo, why you look like a swolled up Carl Winslow? You need to leave me alone,
Ah, shit.
bro. You picked the wrong one.
You right, McGilla Gorilla. Come on, go ahead. Let me your 5.
Oh my god.
I got the Juice soundtrack.
Facts.
I got the Juice soundtrack.
I'm stealing.
I got Thanatos as well, because that Bone Thug song got me back in the day. There was a movie that Russell Simmons put out called The Show. That soundtrack was super dope.
Yes.
I got Footloose. Footloose was dope to me. And then this isn't in any particular order, but the very first soundtrack I ever heard was Grease, because I stole my mom's vinyl when I got my first record player. So the Grease soundtrack.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's it, bro? All right.
But yeah, back to you, Funk Master Flex. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Kanye. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on Kanye. Right?
Y'all gunning tonight. I say, yeah, it's going down. Y'all gunning.
Yo, why are you Fat Man Scoop air?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Your internet's breaking up. Your internet's breaking up. I cannot hear you.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're gonna move it on to we're gonna go up. I'm on Chrissy because I left her silent too long last time, and she didn't get a chance to say her speak. Yo, Chrissy, go ahead and tell us what your soundtrack is.
So I thought we were staying in the 80s. So I just stood in the 80s. I thought we were staying in that. So I'm gonna give you my 5 from the 80s. There's definitely other ones, but my 5 from the 80s are the Blues Brothers, Dirty Dancing.
Oh, that's my girl.
Purple Rain, because it was only Prince on his soundtrack. Okay.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club and Flashdance from the 80s. That was from the 80s. Those are my 5 from the 80s.
Those are good. Like those.
Okay. I can agree.
You still
I
love
agree with you too. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, how do you have a soundtrack that is only your song?
Hold on.
Prince didn't care.
I gotta say this. Look, I want to have. Listen, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? I want to have my sister back. You don't understand. Like, me and this woman has built an empire in Tampa, Florida. We have. Listen, we started off running a little label, running around getting artists. Shout out to one of our artists, Chucky Boy.
Yes.
We did major things in Tampa, and not knowing what we were doing, and we did great things. And everything that she's done, I followed, I supported. I always show her love. She has a web series that's out there. If the first season is out there, she got picked up by Amazon for the second season. To writing that, so she's doing so many big things out there. I'm just so proud of her. I am really proud of her. And I'm saying this now because she has to go. I want her to come back and like anytime you just let me know you will hop on. Let's talk about it.
I appreciate it. I had fun though, man. I don't even want to. I'm gonna have to come back home.
Please let us know how we can get in touch with you, how we can follow your projects, how we can get involved, and how we can help out, and how we can be a part of your movement.
Got you. My main web series right now is My Beautiful Pain. That's on YouTube right now. That's also the one that's going to Amazon Prime for the second season. I got a new series coming out that's called Complex the Series. That's coming out on Amazon Prime as well. You can follow me on, again, IG at Ashley LaJoy. Snapchat on Ashley LaJoy and Facebook Ashley Wooten. And I appreciate y'all. This was beautiful.
My sister, I love you, and please come back.
Love you, brother.
We'll do something else. Be safe, all right?
All
Keep
right,
me up
y'all.
there, yo. I got
Have a
something
good
to
night.
do.
So much.
Tell
Congratulations.
your friend to tell a friend so they can follow us on YouTube. And
I got
also,
you.
talk about your money shit. What's the money shit we going on there? What's Black Wall Street? What's it called?
Oh yeah, Wall Street Ambition is a podcast I have about financial literacy and business. So that's also on Apple Podcasts. That's on Spotify as well. So yeah, y'all tune into all everything.
I'm
Bro,
there. We
why did
support
you
you.
have her on?
Listen, Clockwatch support you. Clockwatch support you, and we'll follow you. We got you, baby.
I appreciate you, bro.
Love you,
All
sis.
right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
No doubt.
All right, Ashley.
Take care. Thank
All
you.
right.
Peace.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna go Lady E. Well, no, Chris, you finished, right?
Yeah, I finished.
All right, we're gonna go Lady E, and then we got King Clips. You know, King, he always got an interesting list. You know how he do. Keep it real
He
flavorful for you.
researched this like a week ago, and he's been like studying. That's just how he is.
No, his ass is just old, so he was looking at it. he old just like me. I ain't gonna put him out there. We
Research, and that's not a bad thing. I feel like he really does his research, and he is in tune with shit. Shout out to you.
You just want a sugar daddy. That's what you wanted. That's what we don't understand.
Excuse me. Anyways,
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
so I only have 4 actually, not my top 5, and I also thought that it was movie soundtracks from the 80s, but I do have one that's not from the 80s. But so The Bodyguard, I really like that soundtrack.
Yes.
Love Whitney Houston. I could sing her all day long. Dirty Dancing was another one of mine, and Love and Basketball. I don't think that was from the 80s, but I think it was from the 90s. And then the other one, who definitely not from the 80s or 90s, but A Star Is Born. I don't know if you guys have heard that one, but it's amazing. I know you guys don't like Lady Gaga. Some of you guys don't, but
I like her.
A Star
She's from Yonkers. I can't stand her.
No, A Star Is Born is amazing. Like, I listened to that soundtrack before I even saw the movie. And I mean, I heard about the movie, but the movie was nothing like I expected the movie to be. But listening to the soundtrack was like, it got me. It touched me. It touched all of me.
I bet it did, girl. And we'll have the private video on our YouTube page.
Oh my God.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yo,
I had to put that in there.
Vanessa says her favorites are Step Up, Save the Last Dance, Pretty Woman, and Bodyguard. So let's fall right in line there.
I forgot about Save the Last Dance. Yes, I love that.
Listen, you would like that, try and get you some chocolate too, weren't you?
I definitely was watching that on repeat.
But here's the thing about it.
Get it.
She thought she was doing something, and she really wasn't.
She was doing something. Oh, yes, she was. She was.
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
No, she wasn't.
You talking about Julia Stiles?
Yes.
I love Julia.
I love Julia Stiles because she loved black men.
Listen.
Yo, I was like, are you kidding me? This is possible? I was like, this is.
Yo, you saw in Othello? That wasn't her first trip around the, block.
She like that
trip around the block.
She like her shit with double a Dolce Lotta.
Yo, Slick is loose. Pause.
Let's go. Let's go, man. I love me some Julia
She was
Stiles.
great. And O, I have that movie. I love O.
Oh, I bet you love that. You know, Othello.
It's called O, but it's after the Shakespeare,
Othello.
Right, Othello.
No one even made that's the point.
Not feeling that. She like,
I like the game Othello. I like the game Othello.
I know Othello Harrington from Georgetown.
The way you said it was funny as hell.
Chrissy.
That was funny,
You remind me of now that you said that shit. You gotta remind me of Kerry Washington when she's like about her brother. You just remind me of it when you said that shit. I can't even do it right now.
I'm saying though, she didn't do all that.
You just like you're a black man because you're a black man. And if you don't, yo, you remind me of.
She got on her toes for a little bit. It was like, and then like that was it.
That's one of my secret Hollywood crushes, though. Fucking like Kerry Washington. Oh my god. No, what turned me off though was that whole movie about the TV show and the fucking president shit. That was
What you mean, the Netflix joint that she did?
No, the shit she had on cable.
Yeah,
Like she worked for the president and she fell in love with the president. The shit I forgot what it was called.
I don't know, B.
I'm
not really into it, Kerry Washington like that.
Oh, what?
I wasn't really feeling Kerry Washington. Like, hey, yo, didn't Chris Rock cheat on his wife for Kerry Washington?
No, Kerry Washington married an NFL player. Actually, the quarterback for the Oakland Raiders was Nnamdi Asomugha. That's her husband.
What? Okay. What was his name?
Nnamdi Asomugha.
Nnamdi Asomugha.
Nnamdi Asomugha.
Scandal. Somebody just said scandal.
Scandal.
That's exactly what it is. Okay. It is scandal. See? Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Appreciate it. That shit I didn't watch. Couldn't watch that shit. Anyway, so TJ, you spoke already because I tried to cancel you a couple times. Clean clips.
Hey, yo, he did actually cheat on his wife for Kerry Washington. I was right. Yes, he did.
I doubt it. Where your info from? Where's your info from?
2017. He did.
Where's your info from?
TMZ.
Insider. We have Page 6.
We'll find that out. I'll look for you.
Mirror. We have the Mercury News. Yeah, man. Right. There's a lot of sources.
I doubt that, but hold up, we'll find out. But go ahead, speak your piece, sir.
That's the hot guys, B. You know what I'm saying? You don't like hot guys, Black? Yo, check this out. So, I'm not a big Tupac fan at all. Y'all can hate me or love me for that, but I'm not. But I must say that every one of his songs that I was fucking with was off the Above the Rim soundtrack.
Damn it, motherfucker, that's my number one.
I completely forgot about that shit.
Ass.
The Above the Rim soundtrack.
That was my soundtrack. That was
fire. Yeah. Oh my God, fire. Yeah. Like that shit.
Hold on.
I did not like Tupac, man. Real talk. I wasn't fucking with none of his songs. I'm a Biggie fan. I'm all about Biggie Smalls. But that Above the Rim soundtrack, oh my God.
It had that Snoop Dogg shit on it.
Had the SWV shit. Well, we'll take. Listen, yo, see that? So clips. That's why we fuck with each other, B. Because because that's my number one. I was hoping no one mentioned it. I should have been selfish and went to me first.
Man.
And then
we in tune, B. But that Above the Rim soundtrack, man. Oh my God, man. We rocked that for like that whole summer, man. That whole summer we was killing that shit. Bro,
that shit was Sweet Sable.
Oh man. Pour out a little liquor, my nigga. Pour out a little liquor. Pain. Remember Pain?
I remember that.
All that shit. Like that shit was. I remember what was the one joint that they had when we used to chill back then, smoking a blunt and sipping on a Heineken. Long time no see. That's my shit. That shit what you been doing. That was fire, B. Fire. Oh my God, that whole soundtrack was crazy. All right, so we're gonna keep it pushing. The New Jack City soundtrack, the Boomerang soundtrack, the Juice soundtrack, and the Rhyme and Reason soundtrack. That shit was crazy. Wow. Also, the Mo Money soundtrack. Crazy for me. So,
bro, you killing me, bro. I don't even need to fucking go. You killing me.
You should mic that.
The Mo Money soundtrack. This is back when soundtracks were soundtracks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say I'm gonna listen to a soundtrack like that no more. Like, what's the last soundtrack you listened to? Real talk. None, right?
No.
Like, I can't even
That's been
remember.
a while.
I can't even fucking
Straight Outta
remember.
Compton, maybe.
Nah, I would have
No.
to say,
If you
Yeah.
say Straight Outta Compton, then you're talking about NWA's first album. So no, we
No,
all had the actual albums from that time. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I'm saying didn't Dre put out like a quote unquote soundtrack for the movie they released a couple years
hell,
back?
if you gotta ask, it didn't even matter, man. Real talk.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you
Dude.
gotta ask, it don't even matter, bro. Real shit. So yeah, that's my top 5, man.
I'm gonna dip into the comments because you know all the shit I was gonna say you don't name. So I'm gonna hop in this motherfucker right here. You guys are a trip. Thank you, Vanessa. We appreciate it. We do this every Monday and every Tuesday.
Sunday
We are
and Tuesday.
And on Monday
How
night, we
is
got the
Monday?
female going loca. Oh, loca, mi mami. I don't even know what the fuck
Bro,
I'm saying.
you try to make fun of my people and their language?
Oh shit! Oh, no.
Huh?
I was speaking to
¿Tú quieres
broke.
papá? ¿Ah?
Oh,
¿Tú quieres
I was
cocotazo?
speaking Romeo Santos. I don't know.
that's kind of sexy. Repeat that. That was kind of
What
sexy.
I say? What I say? ¿Tú quieres cocotazo? Ah, that's a
Yes.
cocotazo.
No,
Yes.
but I love I'm a love in Spanish. Mi amor. Can I hit it raw from the back?
Pésame culo. ¿Ah? Sí.
Easy,
Sí,
mommy.
sí.
Oh, mommy.
Venga, pésame culo. Sí.
I love fast.
Ven.
I love fast. Listen, I'm gonna tongue in that bitch in the culo. Don't hold up. Sorry.
Yeah, I like the culo too. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about
you and me.
all the good things
And the bad thing that could be.
Look, Joanna told me to give you la chacleta. That's what she told me to give you.
Dame chocha.
Give you a flip flop.
Black. Woo,
Oh, esta loca. All right, so hold on. Low.
I can't even.
I
can't even.
Word up. Thank you, Vanessa. You listen. We appreciate you. We do.
That's what you're saying. Scandal.
Los tengo es gato en los pantalones.
You're so stupid. You do not have a cat in your pants. But let's keep going. You're so stupid.
Gato el pantalones? Really?
Lady El Bruja.
What does that mean?
I almost choked on my wine.
You're a witch. The Great Gatsby. Yo, your son is Googling shit now. What the fuck? Are you really watching The Great Gatsby? That remake is garbage.
No, he did. He had to for school.
But let me ask you a question. Which Great Gatsby? The actual
The one
book?
with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, which one do you like more? Because I'm not Leo is a good actor, but somewhere in his movies he loses me. And I think he's trash.
Yeah, I didn't like the one with him in it.
Yeah, he's signed over there, always hating. How you know? I hate. I'm bigging up. The Crow. Oh, we didn't mention The Crow. Dazed and Confused, Clueless, Lion King, Dirty Dancing, and Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls was when Eddie Murphy was singing for like he thought he was really singing.
James Brown. Eddie Murphy got fire hits. My girl likes party all the time.
Or is she talking about the
girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Also got a song called
Could Never Be Me.
I don't know who he's talking about. See?
I don't know. Give him now you talking about? Remember Esta Loca.
I'm not gonna finish that one. Don't try us Latinas.
I listen. I love you. Yo, listen. I got some stories later on. You'll catch that next show. We're talking about Latino mommy. And the night I got turned out.
You look, she said don't say that. When you said the C word.
Sarah, you're correct. No disrespect. Oh, hold up. They're coming at me. What's up?
Maybe a hamster. You don't have a cat, but maybe a hamster.
This germ will go right in your asshole. Based on my culo.
What the fuck? You still in the house? You didn't leave? You still downstairs? Bro, you don't live here no more. What pastel do I have in the freezer?
Wait, how do you not know your cow's in the house?
He's in your house. You're in the house.
That is creepy.
He's in your house. Listen, he came to cut my grass today. So I left him downstairs and said I'm going up to do the podcast. I thought he left. He got a place to go, and apparently not. He wants the patele in the freezer. No, you can't have my pateles in the freezer.
Oh. You getting scooped right?
He's getting scooped right now.
I need you to get some dry ice and send me some too. So where were we at? All right. So everybody named the soundtracks except me, right? I can't name mine because Clips stole all my shit. So mine's Red Light. Above the Rim was number 1 because I knew that shit was my shit, man. In fact, that shit was my shit so much. That was I remember, yo, when I was heartbroken, I was like, yo, I know a place where we can go outside and have some fun. Just you and me. Together.
We are one on one.
I can vibe this shit right. This is my shit.
Okay. And a blunt.
And sipping
on the Heineken.
That used to be my shit.
Mine too, bro. God damn, man.
I had it queued up, so he stole my thunder. I didn't think nobody was gonna name Above the Rim.
Hey, yo, B, if we wasn't live, I'd tell you to bring them balls right back, man. For real. Like that shit is so nostalgic for me, man. I was really smoking blunts and drinking Heinekens too, man. Real talk. Like
we was on the hill. What up? On the hill doing that shit too.
Hey, yo, stop it, yo, stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that, yo. Don't do that. We was on the hill, for real. Like we was on the hill, B.
So I also was gonna use Purple Rain too. Someone else do because I'm the biggest Prince fan. That is my greatest concert that I've ever seen in my life. I was in Tampa actually at the ice center, the shit where the Tampa Bay Lightning play. Ice Palace, that's what it was called. And he came out there, man. That dude sung every song but the song I want to fucking hear. He sung all the shit I love. Purple Rain.
Oh, he didn't sing Purple Rain?
Yo, that was a bias.
Had me screaming like a little bitch. I was like, ah! All like Prince. Listen, I already paid $300 a seat to see this motherfucker.
Hey, yo, was that the show where he came out with the assless chaps and you was like,
No. So I was there with me and my girl. We was there and we was like, and she was like, yo, damn, she's like, nigga, calm down. I'm like, yo, and it's funny because when you go to a Prince concert, all walks of life are at his fucking concert. You can be a businessman, you can be the punk rock, you can be the hood motherfucker. Everybody was at this fucking concert. And we all screaming in unison. Straight dudes acting like straight little school girls. I'll just put it that way. I was gonna say straight bitches, but I mean, you know what it was. Niggas is out there screaming. And I was one of them. So he left the stage without saying, I could feel the vibration in the arena. It was shaking.
Yeah, real talk. I would have loved that Cat Caught a Prince show, man. Shout out to you for that.
Yo,
wait.
What happened was
absolutely. Shout out to you.
Live?
I hear you.
You got to see Prince live, like
yes,
live.
I told you I was at his concert. Yeah, I got to see him. So we were screaming. The place is vibrating. People's chanting is. It was like it felt like nothing I've ever felt before. This dude comes out. And then the light comes from the guitar, a purple light. Yo, it was and then it erupted. Yo, then it was I still, we talking about it. I feel that shit now. That was one of the greatest concerts I've ever been to in my life. Yes.
How would they chant his name now? Formerly the artist Prince. Formerly the artist Prince.
Yeah.
Formerly the artist Prince. Like that's
No, it was symbol. It was symbol. It was symbol then.
Yeah, it was a symbol. Yeah, but there was no name for it. So what the fuck? How you chant?
He still said Prince. No, whenever you go to concert, and the funny thing is, because he was the first artist to put his work online free. To get it. He started this whole trend online for music. And actually, when we get to this concert, he gave out Musicology. When Musicology came out, and that shit was a funk album. That shit was dope as fuck. That was like, music. Oh, I ain't gonna get into that. That's another story for another time.
You know, I saw Boyz II Men in concert, and that's how I was with them, because I saw them and I was like, oh my god, like I grew up listening to Boyz II Men, and I got to see them live in concert, and I was just like, I was losing my shit, and my daughter was there with me, and my best friend, and I just like my best friend didn't even listen, like she's never listened to any of them because she's hi Darlene. That's my coworker. Hey, Darlene. Thanks for watching.
Oh, that give you an extra special. Hey, Darlene. How you doing?
You gotta laugh at that.
She loves our podcast, and she is so interested in what we're doing. And I really appreciate you. I just met her since I started this job like 3 weeks ago. So I really appreciate you chiming in and giving your feedback on that and supporting us. That's great. And you just met me like 3 weeks ago. Love it.
She met you to meet me.
Yo, favorite Prince song?
Name a Prince song?
Yeah.
Hold up. I like all. Listen, but when I like, if you know a song, me listen to Prince makes me relate to like my emotions and also some shit. If I'm with somebody, then they know that I love Prince, because the song I will play for them, and I don't do this for much, is "Adore You." To the end of time, I truly adore you. That's my shit. That's my shit right there.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. I got a couple, Nick. I Want to Be a Lover was fire.
Do Me, baby. Do Me.
Do Me was fire. Scandalous. Scandalous is my all-time favorite slow joint by Prince. That was like on that made the slow jam take back in the day. In the 90s, that made the slow jam take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but hold up, because I do when I go to karaoke, I'm known for doing Kiss. I'll do Kiss wherever I go. They be like, "Oh, can you do Kiss? Can you do Kiss for me?" I'm like, because I hit them. I hit them notes. You know, I hit them notes, and then I go hit them notes.
I even fucks with if I was the girlfriend. If I was a girlfriend, to me it was fire, even though it was like low metrosexual, and that was like fire. I was like, man. Sometimes I dream about how happy we could be. Please.
Oh yeah, that's very great.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fire.
Oh, listen. We can do a whole fucking episode on Prince.
Yo, man, like me and my wife, we debate that all the time because she's like a suit Michael Jackson head, and I got Prince over Mike. Man.
I love my Michael. Prince was my dude. That was my dude. If I was your girlfriend, would you be?
Would you run to me if somebody hurt you? Even if somebody was me.
And he was bisexual, right? Was he bisexual? He was bisexual, right?
No, listen. Prince was the most getting his pussiest nigga in this world.
Yo, fun fact.
I know that.
Fun fact. He was a Jehovah's Witness.
Afterwards,
they didn't believe in homosexuality at all. You know what I'm saying? So
but that was like he said afterwards. That wasn't during.
That's why he stopped performing Doll and Nikki. I met her in the hotel lobby, masturbating in the magazines.
Yeah.
That was my shit. No, don't get me started. So listen. I'm a Prince head. Listen. I'm a Prince head. TJ, no judge. I see you judging over there. No judging.
No. Listen,
Yo, TJ, you ain't fucking Prince, yo?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But Mike was.
Right.
I like Mike more than Prince.
Word out. All right, so we'll have the great debate then. We're gonna have the great debate.
So we'll talk about that another time.
Another podcast. We gotta have a great
everybody
debate.
to chime in on So I forgot. So Clip, you done fucked me up talking about fucking Prince. Now I don't even know what to do now.
Yo, you was you was talking about soundtracks and you hit Purple Rain.
It was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you named all the rest of my shit, so I'm gonna fuck off and I ain't say nothing about it. So yeah, Last Dragon soundtrack was dope too. Was not playing some when you got that glow. You
my nigga.
Come on.
Yo, my nigga, hold on. Yo, you missed the whole best part. What? When you reach that upper level, and my body and soul must be one. Wow. Ooh, it's a sacrifice. It takes hard work. It's a way of life. And you got that glow.
Come on. You feel your body start to go. No, take it out. Come on. When you got that whole shit. She's I ain't go. Listen, Coming to America had decent soundtrack. But what we didn't talk about was wait, hold up. Was that New Jack City? Yo, you're right. New Jack City is up there too.
New Jack City.
No, I'm about to say because Merry-Go Round by Keith Sweat was on that shit. Keith Color Me Bad.
Yo, come on. Yo, the song was so hot that it had two different versions.
It did.
Yes, it did.
Completely different versions.
Hey, do you feel lonely, girl?
Fire.
Let me turn
down the lights. That was back in the day when you had to be smooth too. You like Big Daddy Kane was popping, and it was all about being smooth. So yeah, I was running around. I'm telling you, Onyx changed my life. When Onyx came out, that's when all that smooth shit did it for me. That's all that.
Hold on.
Went out the window.
Hold on. Darn Nikki, you're right, darling. Listen, I know you're a woman that got fine taste because for you to say that, I know. I already know. And this person right here, adore and call my name. That must be my homegirl. I don't even know who it is right now, but I'm going to say I know who you are. But all you have to do is go above and accept the terms so we can see your name, Nina, because that sounds like Nina to me. To call my name or Crystal, one of the other, call my I need to hear the feedback. Accept the terms at the top. It says StreamYard so we can see who you are. Because those are people close to me. So that's why I'm going to say if they know those are my songs, because I sing Call My Name at karaoke. I love it when you call my name. Yeah, that's my shit. So I'm going to go over here to Big Black Levert. I'm sorry. That's Angel.
Singing. You want to have a singing contest now?
No, we
They call me Mr. Jaws Dropper. Because you know why they call me that. Anyway, you ain't gonna win that one.
Right.
Matthew, word up. He was a ball too. His little small ass frame. Yeah, he definitely was. Definitely. So we're gonna move on. Oh, we're reaching that time limit. We're gonna move on to the next subject. Everybody answer this question?
Yeah.
All right, so I get the gauge. You know, I started talking. You know, when I get to talking, the shit just get talking. You know what I mean? That's all the shit was. So something from the 80s you wish you can have now or bring back in current day. I want TJ. TJ looks like he got something to say.
It's tough, man, because like I was born in the 80s, but I'm a 90s dude.
Is that Mr. Hold on. Is that Mr. Pandemic Dropper? Because they ain't showing panties. Oh, you talking about overalls and you talking about motherfucking Depends. He's the pin dropper.
Penny dropper.
So my fault. Go ahead. I gotta respect this man because this man do big things. Man, was big. I'm privileged to sit on the same panel with this nigga right here. So
You're gonna have the same privilege of getting canceled in about 22.
I'm gonna give you your shot. I'm giving you your due, TJ Spitter. Go ahead.
Now listen, if I was, I'm taking it back, right? But like I'm a '90s kid. Where you go?
Yeah.
I'm a '90s kid, so like I would take back the being able to get together with all your people at the court and sit there for 10 hours a day and play ball and chop it up and not have a care in the world.
Okay. No responsibilities is what you're saying, basically.
Well, I mean, sure.
No mortgage payments. Don't have to get up and go to work. You'll smoke as much weed as you want. Bills with a big.
But also, I think what Spitter's saying is like you can also just release everything that's
it's
on
a
your
youth thing.
World, right?
It's not even about responsibilities.
You
Like,
don't
it's
think
the
about
youth
nothing else. Yeah.
And realistically, if I'm being 100% honest, let's bring back pages because I don't like answering my phone or texting most of y'all back any fucking way. So if I have 25 cents, I'm calling people that's important. That's it.
Yeah. Phones get in the way, definitely.
That's all you got, man? That's it?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I'm just happy to be here with some fine people I'm canceling this evening. You know.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna pick it up to Chrissy then, man.
You done yet?
So I'm gonna go a little sappy here. And I'm gonna say if I could bring anything back from the 80s, it would be my grandfather. I miss that man very dearly. He was an amazing individual and taught me compassion and empathy and love. He showed kindness to everyone, everywhere, and it didn't matter. And he was non-judgmental, and he loved everyone from every race, creed, religion, and everything. So if I could bring anything back, it would be him.
All right.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
But that's it. That's all. Besides my youth and no bills. But that's it.
I hear that.
So
that was dope.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
He sounds like an amazing person that I would love to meet.
He was amazing. He did amazing things. He was an amazing person. He was just, his stories were, I mean, I remember being a teenager and sitting on his bed and just spending afternoons with him. Like, who spends afternoons with their grandfathers, like, and looks forward to it? I did. I enjoyed being with him all the time.
I love that.
He was great.
Awesome. I hope I get to meet him one day.
I do want to
see. He passed in 97.
I know.
Yeah.
And I hope I get to meet him one day still.
Yeah.
I believe in life after death. Okay.
Yes. So. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to say this. I missed something on our last topic. Big Kev, he had some internet problem, but he did send his regards about his soundtrack list. He had New Jack City, Boomerang, Purple Rain, Black Panther, Saturday Night Fever, and House Party, Superfly.
All right.
That's some dope shit.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about House Party, because House Party has some shit. Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
With that
yeah, you remember my man? He said, ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Yeah. That's dope. So, Lady E, what would you bring back? Would you bring back that outfit? Because hold up, bring the camera a little closer so we can see that outfit. That shit is amazing. You do look like the chick from Last Dragon that was up in the motherfucking room. Like,
look, okay, this is my
Eddie Arcadian.
This is my 80s pop star costume that I had a couple years ago, and I wanted to be, because I love the 80s. Even though I was born in the 80s, but I didn't really get to experience it because I was little. But I love everything about it. Anyways, so from the 80s that I guess rolled into the 90s where I experienced things. The Care Bears. That's one thing that was started in the 80s, the Care Bears, and I used to love them, watch them, and I thought they taught very valuable lessons to kids. And the Tootsie Roll Pop Owl. Okay, who remembers that
How many
commercial?
licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? One will never know.
He was so bitchy about it, and he was just like, "Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3." It's like, motherfucker, whatever, how many licks it takes. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, you gotta relax.
It definitely does not take 3 licks to get to my center.
Lady, you gotta relax.
Yeah, it takes a lot more than 3 licks, let me just say. Anyways.
Right.
Depends on the tongue.
Oh no! No matter what the tongue, it takes more, way more than 3 licks. Let me just, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
you're just warming up.
Who had the Snoopy snow cone machine?
I did.
I did too. Yo, that shit, I had that shit and it never fucking worked. I was like, what the hell? Like, why is this here? I don't even know. But I loved having it and I wish they would bring it back because I want to do it again. Like, just to make sure. Like, I'm like, maybe I wasn't doing it right. I don't know. I want to bring that back. And then the hilarious, but I think they were very educational, anti-drug commercials. Maybe not about weed, but the anti-drug commercials that were
Your brain on crack.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
And they fry an egg or whatever, and they're just they don't have any commercials like that anymore. And I think like they should, because
crack is whack.
Right. And they should make it more like, okay, now they have vape commercials, they have nicotine commercials, and it's like they don't have any other commercials now about the hard drugs, like the hard stuff that people are like getting.
You're right. You're right.
All that
That's
stuff.
because Big Pharma's pushing it.
Yeah.
I know. And it's ridiculous. Like, bring that shit back. Like, people need to see that. And like, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna do any good, because people get influenced by other people that they know or situations that they're in. But I feel like that would, maybe if you see something like over and over and over again like that, then maybe things would change a little bit more, or people won't get so addicted on drugs, or I don't know. Like, but nowadays it's like, who has cable? Like, everybody watches Netflix and everybody watches Hulu, and there's not really commercials, and but
my Hulu has commercials because I'm too cheap to pay for commercial free.
Oh, you ain't gonna go $3 more? Come on.
Yeah, you got $3.
I can go free while the commercials on.
You making mad bread out here. I'll be pocket watching.
And that's why I have retirement money.
Yeah, you got $3, yo. Stop playing, yo. Well,
yeah. I think they should bring that back. MTV
Jackie said she bring back MTV playing videos.
I mean, who watches MTV anymore? Really? I miss MTV playing videos, because that was the only time I actually got to see videos back in the day, was MTV.
Is he trying to talk about Shaft?
No, he's talking about Show Enough.
You're talking about the last
name. Show Enough, the Last Dragon.
I was about to say Miguel.
Show Enough.
I was about to be like Miguel.
Yeah, I think she's talking to me.
She obvious. None of us got an outfit on, so it would be.
I don't know what she meant by that. What do you mean by?
Oh, because there was commercials about safe sex back in the day, and now there's not.
there's a quick way to fix that. You just show
Let's
your
talk
kids
about
pictures of.
sex, baby.
Listen, I showed my kids pictures of gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes, all that. Like, oh, hold on, let me show you. This is what it
But
looks like when you don't have safe sex.
but they don't have commercials like that anymore. They don't show that on TV. They're not as open
You're
as
right.
they used to be. And they
Yeah.
should about drugs, sex, all that stuff. And it's like completely disappeared now that certain drugs are legal in some states. And they're just like, I don't know, like they still have, they don't really have nicotine commercials anymore or cigarette
No, they
commercials.
do.
Right.
No, they
I
do.
haven't
But
seen. Oh, well,
you have
the,
vape commercials now. They're like, oh, vape is bad and all this stuff.
No.
And then,
That women
Yeah.
that you probably turned from it. When that motherfucker, when she had that hole in her throat,
Hole in her
she told him
throat,
like, "Ah." That's they have smoking commercials.
they still
all
have
the
it
time.
smoking.
They
but I
changed it.
haven't seen commercials in a really long time. But the commercials that I do hear on like Pandora or the radio or whatever, they do talk about vaping a lot instead of cigarettes and sex and other hard drugs. Like vaping is a new thing now. So that's more what that's more like the go-to commercials now.
No doubt. I'm gonna read the topic. Matthew Serble says, 80s boxing, word up. I miss like the Sugar Ray Leonard's. I miss all that shit. Boxing was my shit. Masters of the Universe action figures and TV shows. And Reading Rainbow.
I
All
said
that
reading
shit.
rainbow
That's
earlier. Yep.
it. That's so you had to
Reading
be
Rainbow.
up and
Can I
Masters of
tell
the
you?
Universe and how you can motherfucking be literate in this motherfucking world. Reading Rainbow.
So
I appreciate it.
listen, I actually went for an interview for Reading Rainbow. My grandfather was an actor and playwright, so he was actually, and I didn't know. He just woke me up one morning, was like, "Get dressed, you're gonna go for an interview," and I was like, "An interview for what?" So I go there, and it's an interview for Reading Rainbow, and I was like, "I don't fucking read."
So you were that old. So
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
that
like-
old. Wow.
I was like, I
Wow.
had to be like 9. I had to be like 9. And in my head, I'm like, all right, just wing it. And I winged it. I don't know what, don't even ask me what was asked because I don't remember. But I remember I was in an interview for Reading Rainbow. I didn't make it, obviously.
Reading wasn't fundamental. I
It was
understand.
not at that point.
You're like, fuck this reading shit.
Yeah.
Big up to Kevin, to the professional. He said, I would bring back Ray Dong Chong.
Ray downtown.
That's debatable.
Why, Clips? Why is that debatable?
That's debatable because Ray Dong Chung is whacking, and like you bring it to 2020, Ray Dong Chung is trash now. Like,
What
come
about
on, all these beautiful ladies out right now in 2020. You gonna bring back like Ray Dong Chung? Like, whoa,
That might be his speed. That might be what he liked. I mean,
yeah.
what about
Come on,
Sunday
yo.
Kung Fu movie?
If you're gonna bring back a
Oh,
female from the, it gotta
facts.
be Vanity or Apollonia.
Yeah, Apollonia, yeah, Sex
You
Pistols.
gotta bring back either Vanity or Apollonia, not Ray Dong Chung. You could have kept that to yourself.
Chrissy, them Kung
Yeah.
Fu flicks on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday
No.
morning Kung Fu. Yep.
But now they did bring it back.
Yeah.
It's on L Ray Network.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
No, I know what you're saying.
Oh,
There
that's
you
right. L Ray Network. They used to have Kung Fu Theater on Saturday, 3:00 for those who don't know, on
I
Channel
remember
5
Channel
before it was
11.
Fox 5.
Yeah,
Channel
you
11,
Channel 11.
Sunday morning.
Those are full facts. Also, if you haven't caught the Bruce Lee special, catch that out. And and if you were ever wondering why they had white men playing motherfucking Korean motherfucking and Chinese motherfucking, you'll know then. Bruce Lee special, ESPN. The 30, I think it's like 60, 30 for 30. One of the motherfuckers. Check it out.
Be Like Water joint. I haven't watched that yet. I watched that.
It's dope. It explains a lot.
All right.
Selena, oh, you know what? You're right. I dig that shit.
Yeah. I
She
love
was
that
dope.
movie.
She was dope.
I love that movie. I've seen it like 20 times. I love it.
She was big booty before J-Lo.
Now, could you not understand it the first time when you watched it 20 times? I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I watched it 20 times because I loved it so much. That's why I understood it perfectly. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for
we have a king apologist, and we just don't know who you are. So I'm gonna need you to click the terms up top and subscribe and accept the terms of StreamYard. so we know who you are. All right, so we're gonna jump into one of our last. Oh, hold on. Who didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. Who did not go with the subject?
Clips.
You didn't go either.
Yeah, but I'm not important. It's all about you, Clips. Go
All
ahead,
right,
bro.
you know what? You know what? I ain't important either, yo. Let's go to the next
No, Clips. Go ahead, bro.
one. Let's just go. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
But America wants to hit the light skinned take. Go ahead.
All right. Well, here's my take. Here's my bright take. check, check this out. I'm gonna piggyback off of what Eric or Lady E or Special K said, and say PSAs as a whole. PSAs. Y'all remember the Stevie Wonder "Don't Drive Drunk" PSA? When he was on the joint and he was like, "Don't drive drunk, drive drunk."
They can't even see.
I don't know what the fuck he said, but he was like, that shit was fire. I remember I used to start dancing and shit. I didn't know what this nigga was saying, but that shit was fire. And then you had the Schools to Move PSA. Now I never heard that. Remember that joint was the hip hop, the first rap PSA. It was Schools to Move. And that was the worst rhyme ever. But me and my brother Mark and D used to be dead off that shit. And it was used to try and coach kids into going back to school. You know what I mean? Because I guess everybody was skipping back then. So,
Oh, Sarah, I appreciate you.
oh.
You know how you I know how I can feel that love even more if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's called Clockwatch. Subscribe there, like, alert, tell a friend, and baby, we can be friends every weekend.
She's Joanna's friend.
She's Joanna's daughter,
right? Yeah. So yeah.
What else?
That's it. I'm more of a PSA guy. I don't want to bring anything back to that from the 80s, really, besides PSAs. Oh, and conscious rap. Self-destruction was fire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we need conscious rap back, man. So
yeah.
Bring that back, and that's about it, because everything else from the 80s was kind of trash. Or
Break dancing on cardboard underneath the
Yes.
Clips is lying to himself, because what I would bring back, first of all, would be Speak and Spell.
Speak and Spell.
That was my shit.
The game, right? The little
handheld system there.
Yep.
Game Boy.
Why? You have PlayStation Vita. You have Switch now. That's the dumbest move ever. You can trade the Switch into a
yeah, but guess what? Guess what? The only place I could get Q*bert is on Game Boy. And so I still have a Game Boy so I can play Q*bert.
Chrissy, that shit is in black and white. Stop it.
I don't give a shit.
Cassette tapes, nigga. Cassette tapes.
Who wants to bring back Walkman? You want to bring back a Walkman? Who wants to bring back a Walkman? You want to? Remember Walkman?
Y'all bugging out now, man.
It's in black and white. Like,
I want to bring back Janeway. Shout out to Janeway, niggas. Janeway, where you at?
Oh my God, my son has the same thing.
That's a tabletop joint. That shit is fire.
My son has the
I give it up.
same
That's fire.
thing.
That's fire right there.
Walkman.
But you talking about Game Boys though? That ain't no Game Boy.
But see,
that's fire.
That's still out though. That's still out. Like my son has the same shit over here.
Listen, this is my game, but this is the only place I could get it is on Game Boy. I mean, I have this, but I also have the Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm going to take the time out and to remind people that in the 80s, around this time, this date and age, Jimmy Carter and Walter Mondale were nominated for president, for a Democrat president. Reggie Jackson actually hit his 400th home run, which was dope shit around this time. I had Police Academy because I didn't think none of you are going to remember that shit, but it came out in 84.
Everybody loves the Blue Oyster.
John Lennon and Yoko Ono recorded Double Fantasy. Also, what I want to mention to you too, September the 25th in this month, in the same year, Chevy Chase calls Cary Grant a homo onto the Tomorrow Show, and then a lawsuit ensues.
Yeah, that's enough to get you kicked out of the Clockwatch group page.
Yeah, but We're just talking about Chevy Chase was off the hook back then.
About the dynamic from then to now, you can just do shit like that, and then now,
And
we'll
not
get
give
you
a
out of
damn.
here.
Yeah.
Get smooth the
And
fuck
not
out of
get
here.
any
Like,
fucks. Not any fucks. And then last but not least, I want to mention this. I'll be remiss. Back then, around this time, Iran rejects a truce call between Iraqi President Saddam Hussein.
Mm.
So if that's Saddam Hussein was calling for peace calls, then would that make you question all the shit that the government said to you here in the United States?
Yeah, my nigga, they stole shit from him. We know how the story go.
So just
Now
remember,
we do. America
question it
steal
all.
shit.
Question it all. Question it all. And on that note, we come to our final subject of the night. Ladies, y'all say everything. Chrissy, did you speak, baby? I'm sorry.
I
I just want to make sure. Yes, I love the new hairstyle. Sometimes I don't remember I'm talking to you.
Oh my god.
It's just fucking bangs.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, ba, ba, ba,
Bang,
bang,
bang, bang.
bang.
God,
Pussy,
TJ,
bang, bang.
we'll lead off with you. Who you canceling tonight?
clueless.
Who you leading with?
TJ.
He ready to headbutt somebody.
I thank you.
Who, me? I actually don't. I don't have anybody to cancel. I have somebody to big up. I gotta show mad love to King Clips for coming in clutch when I needed him, and helping out and doing big things. The family man doing family things and showing love to me over here. So, you know, I won't say exactly what it was that he did. It wasn't anything crazy. He got, you know, but he
You know
helped
he's a
me
villain,
out.
right?
You know, he helped me out in a situation. And you know, I gotta show love, much love. It wasn't a big deal for him, but it was a big deal for me. You know, so
Proud.
I appreciate that. So I'm not canceling anybody. I'm showing love.
Thank you,
That's
man.
why this Clock Watch family is just so amazing, because behind the scenes, you don't know what the hell is going on, but we are all connected together and we are a family. And I love that. That's awesome. You guys are gonna make me cry.
I hear you. Well, let me tell you something before you start crying. Stop speaking out of turn. Because I said TJ. So TJ number 2.
See, this is why I love you guys.
Real fast, before I cancel anybody, I want to big up everybody that's on this panel that has supported me in the Spitting with Spitter, and all the fans and everybody that showed nothing but love, and my wife that's behind the scenes making sure this is super organized and runs smoothly. With that being said, Walter Pearson Jr., it's time for you to get the fuck out of here. You cannot be coaching nor reffing children while saying things like the things that you said.
That's what he said. He said sports. Let's do
Right.
it.
Well, he said a bunch of other things, but that's what made it to the post. Get him the fuck out of here, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I would also like to cancel Black Earth. And can we bring back the 6'5", 190-pound freshman in high school Black Earth? We're canceling this one, big fella.
Nah,
we're canceling Heavy D and the boys. We're canceling Heavy D and the boys and getting him out of here.
Yeah, and the boys?
He's Fat Man Scoop and Crooklyn Clan. You gonna stop fucking with me, big fella.
Are you done?
Oh, wait, that flex bomb.
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done or you finished?
Yeah.
You're not gonna Birdman me.
Yeah, you cancel.
Nah, but that ass though, I want to big up. And I'm just fucking with Black, but I want to big him up too because he's seen my vision for Spitting with Spitter, him and Clips, and they jump behind me 100%. So I'm only canceling one fuckboy today. Get him out of here. It's nothing but love for everybody else. You know what I mean? Black, much love. Clips, much love. The ladies, much love.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
The reason I let him speak to me like that because he do big things. So when you do big things, I'll let you have that because otherwise his ass would have been muting. Or that shit would have been lip service. All y'all would have heard this nigga. All you would see this nigga bumping his gums like.
He would have looked like a Sunday
Exactly.
kung fu stick.
But I can take it as well as I give it. So I can eat that.
He said,
big up
damn
to you, bro. You do big things.
Like this?
Phil,
Yeah.
tell Lady E it's her turn. Speak.
Yes.
Oh,
You're a fucking ass.
Look, she waiting for me to tell her too.
no, I'm waiting for
Ladies go.
Black to cancel.
Ladies
I'm waiting
go.
for Black. Okay, me, I'm gonna cancel this. I don't want to say any names. Okay, I don't want to put anybody on blast. But today I had an issue. It's very, very deep to me, and I really don't want to talk about it, but I feel like I need to talk about it. I want to cancel the fathers out there who are trying to persuade or keep mothers away from their children or make this is really hard for me to say.
Take your time. Take your time.
Gosh, yes, got down.
I don't like when when you have the upper hand in a relationship, or you have the upper hand in, like, say you have full custody of a child.
We're here, E. It's nothing but love for you, girl. We got you.
Like, don't try to keep that child away from their mother or father. It's like, why would you want that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's just a weapon.
Speak your truth. Take your time. We ain't no rush. And you're right. Man should not try to keep his children away from their mother. I've been in that situation too because I had a bad relationship with my baby mother. We're cool now. We're cool. Like, we play spades and all types of shit. We had that relationship it was that bad. It was mostly because I needed my children to be protected, and their mother wasn't ready to be a mother at that time. And that's not saying that's anything that has to do with you, because it doesn't, because I see what you do. But I mean, in my situation, it was out of safety reason, because I knew that she wasn't going to do for her kids like I could. But there comes a time where a man's like, I had to let all that shit go. Now we do family vacations together. We travel and shit together. They have a relationship with their mother like crazy, because I wanted them to always have their mother in their life, because I know that she can give them certain parts that I can't give them. You know what I mean? It's always great to have two versions and get over your ego. That man right there, I don't know who you're speaking of, but I'll just say in general, is an asshole. And because he can't have the way he wants to have it, he's taking the little bit of power that he has over you, which is your child, which should not be a power move, and trying to hold it over your head. That man, and as I was telling you,
it's exactly what he's doing, and he has been doing it since the day she was born.
Of course.
And she's 13 now, so I've been dealing with this for 13 years.
Well,
and all I asked was to just take her out for dinner. Like, I just wanted to eat dinner with her and then bring her right back, and that's it. And I couldn't even do that.
Because he's making it that way. Let me tell you something. I got people in Florida too, but let me tell you this. She's 13. You go and file another court movement to go back to court from her, and at the time that she can get to speak, because she can decide at 13 where she wants to be. But it's a process you go through. And once you get in court and hear her testimony and the judges, they will follow the wishes of a 13-year-old child. But it is a process. You have to go back through it. He'll fight you, but then he'll also lose it and then document Every time the recording you contact them, it says no. Write them a letter, have them respond. If you don't respond, what you do is you gotta placate on the fucking law. Placate on the call, follow all the procedures and rules of the law, and do that and do more over. Record a phone call. Listen, I know. I lived in Florida. I got all my custody of my daughters in Florida. Well, my oldest and my youngest in Florida. I know how that system works. Trust me. And we out here support you. You know I always got you. You 50 grand, you my man, but you're not a man. You know what I mean? Well, unless you were a man. I mean, but we ain't gonna talk about that either right now. See? But you can smile. See, that smile is what I'm looking for. See, that the corners is like formula right there. That's what I'm looking for. But don't worry, though. We got you. You got a team behind you. You know what I mean? We got
you. Let me tell you how you are tough as fuck, though. Shout out to you, man. I know you gave me a big up earlier today. I apologize to you and Chrissy because y'all both gave me some big ups today. And I don't know how to take compliments, man. That's just the type of person I am. I'm sorry about that. But I do and want to commend the both of you on being extremely strong ladies because y'all have powerful backstories and you guys are able to make it here every week. Like even what you were going through tonight and you were still able to come up on the panel with us and chill and kick it. That takes a lot of strength. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, big up to you. You're going to have to take it to court. And
I know. Yeah.
I know that's like the last resort and what you don't want to do. But if you don't want to keep feeling like this, like Chrissy, you'll fuck around and get emotion is always it's always gonna go to the woman. I believe that you can get full custody out of this.
I feel like because we've had this same judge for many, many years and we have been going to court for many, many years on this and I have tried to get custody of her for like so long. Like you have no idea like how long since she was 5 months old we have been going through this. And the judge always sides towards him, always, no matter what evidence I go through. And it's just like I want to find a different judge, but you know how hard that is to like get a different judge on certain things.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Do you have an attorney? I'm sorry. Do you have an attorney or do you do pro se?
I don't have an attorney, and all the attorneys that I've had, some were good, and the last one that I had was awful. He actually lost his license a month before our final hearing, where she was supposed to move out of state with me after I got married. He lost his license, and I had to find a new lawyer.
Wow.
Well, your friend Darlene says she has an attorney.
Yes, she did.
If you get the right attorney, you can have that attorney request for a different judge because there's a level of bias on this case.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that also shows when you go in with an attorney that you care that much about the situation. It shows everybody in that courtroom that you paid X amount of dollars to make this happen. So I would definitely do some research with Darlene. I think that you could there's not a judge in his mind that's going to see a hardworking woman that's supporting herself and taking care of the other kids that she does have custody over to just completely say, no, you're not going to have that. I don't think that exists. I truly don't believe that exists. But
I mean, I wouldn't think that
black community.
I read so many reviews on this one judge that we have, and all the reviews say that she always sides with the men, like no matter what.
Oh, it's a she.
And
it's a female, yeah.
It's like
here's the thing.
Florida is supposed to be a woman's state. Like women always get their child. And
it's not that.
It's not.
It's not. It changed. Because that's how I told you. That's how I got custody of my daughter and my daughters in Florida. Because at the time I was getting custody, the law has changed. It's a 50-50 split because they want to have equal parenting because they found that kids that don't have both parents in their life tend to have a harder life than they do when so they changed the laws in Florida. The thing about it is here that you are now established in a different way. Yep. You have your own right now. Like everything that you've done, you did yourself right now. and you have a different case than you did in the past. Remember. So now you presenting the details of now, and you continue and you keep putting new, keep finding new motions, shit like that. You have to document, keep a journal, and document the times that he tells you no, all those things that he says no, and what he puts you through, and whatever he negative shit, you have to document this shit and present
Save
it.
all your text messages, yo.
Yes,
Yeah.
but not just
Yeah.
about text. It's about like even keeping a diary on this date because he's not doing that and he can't refute it. So when you tell me doing this, and then you have your daughter on the stand and will testify that that's what's happening, it's a
A
wrap for him.
journal, even though
So
it's
we-
your own writing, I will tell you that is how I won one of my cases. A
Yeah.
journal is very, very important.
So the last time that we went to court was about I want to say like 4 years ago, and the judge actually made us sign up for an app where we communicate through the app, and the court can also see that. So they can see all the text messages, they can see all of the conversations that we have and what is being put on the app. And we had to pay a certain amount of money every year to continue to do this on the app. So we were doing that for years. And and then it got to the point where it was like, okay, we can be civil with each other. We don't really need this app, and we were communicating through text messages or calls or whatever, and we were fine with it. And then, like, all of a sudden, when I moved back to Tampa, it was like, oh, we need the app now, and we need to communicate through the app because now he feels like I'm going to take him back to court for my daughter and all this stuff. So now he's trying to like do all the things that we were supposed to do like 5 years ago or whatever. And like, well,
Play that
Right?
game.
Do
Hold on, hold on.
do the
I
app.
do want my daughter. And she is old enough now to determine whether she wants to live with her dad or she wants to live with me. And she is at that age, where like that's the main thing that I want to go back to court for that, for her to speak her own mind and say where she wants to live and what she wants to do. And that's what he is terrified of. And he's terrified of that because of course he knows already like what's going on and what's happening. And like, he's very controlling. And as soon as literally I text him today and told him
Hey, time out. Not to cut you off because I've dealt with this. Let's be very cautious about what we're talking about right now from here on out going forward. You know what I mean?
You're
And
right.
it's because I love you and because I want you to win this case. Let's be clear about what we're saying moving forward. Okay. Let's not, you know what I mean? Let's be mindful of that to win this case.
Okay.
Not only that, but check out your
understand
girl
that.
down here. Your girl said that my attorney might take it pro bono or find someone who will help for free, B. And she said B, which is impressive.
Yeah.
B, coming from here, she said she'll take it for free, B.
I'm
Lady
gonna talk to her tomorrow or the next day. I don't know when she comes back to work, but it's either tomorrow or Tuesday. But I'm definitely gonna talk to her about that. But
So
real fast.
basically, Lady E, what you're counseling is bitch ass niggas who don't know how to let control go
Thank
because
you.
they're not always going to be able to control the situation. So manipulative, mind controlling, fuck controlling niggas. That's who you canceling.
Thank you, Kristen.
or controlling people who are like I'm not a bad person and I have a child, and like why wouldn't you want your child to be around your mother and father and to like experience everything? Like
because it has more to say about him than it does you.
Yeah.
His character talks about him and not about you.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know
he
what
has,
happened
like,
between y'all,
so
but
much
It has nothing to do with your character at all.
nothing at all. Nothing at all.
And he has like so much anger, like so much. Like all I did was say, I came up there to the door, I stepped up there, and I was like, look, do you mind if I take my daughter to go get food, to go get dinner tonight and spend time with her to get dinner and then bring her right back? And he had so much anger inside of him just because I've asked that simple question. And
You
he's
know
like,
what though, Lady
no.
E?
He's like,
It may
no,
not have
I
nothing
already
to,
started making dinner. Like,
but it may not have nothing to do with you, right? We
Nah.
don't, and I'm not trying to, I am not trying to justify his actions, right? But it may have nothing to do with you and everything to do with whatever happened during his day, right? And that was just something like it was spontaneous. I don't know him. I don't know him, but I'm
it
just
has
trying to give.
everything to do with me. Everything. Because,
Okay.
like, you don't know him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it does have everything to do with you. I'll tell you this with the
Okay.
he's jealous. He wants her back, but she doesn't want him back, and
Oh,
he's
wow.
trying to he's using the child
As
as
a
the
pawn.
Manipulative, yeah.
because to get her to see
Mhm.
like, listen, but
he's
you
been
come
doing
back to me,
this
I'll
to
give you
so much
your
more.
child, like we can be a family type shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that bullshit. Yo, all he's doing is it's called blackmailing and using that child as a pawn. Go ahead and talk to the lawyer. Get that shit. We got you your back support. We'll all use character witnesses if you need them. So we got you. But I gotta move
I've
on to
written
the
character letters.
so we're gonna close this up. Liddy, we'll deal with it in the post, baby. All right, just hold tight. Keep your head up. Tupac wrote a song about it. Keep your head up. Clips, close it out.
Hey, cancel. Actually, man, I've been getting my good guy experience on this. Like, I really have. This weekend, like last night, my nieces and nephews came over and they decided to vent to me about certain things going on in their life. And I sat down and I gave them, I think, some pretty solid advice. We sat out there, my older nieces and nephew, and they're in their 20s or whatever. And they had me up to like maybe 2:33 in the morning. And so they actually took my advice, right? And I was also hosting today for another friend. My daughter had a play date with my man's daughter, and they know each other and they cool. So I was doing that. I'm grilling, and then they hit me back like my advice really worked, and I felt good about that. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I felt really good, man. Like so, I I hate to be a sucker, but I really don't have anyone. Well, I do. Um, Actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, I do because I hate when I take this good energy and run into Monday, and then we start moderating and we start getting into our lives, and something just throws you left, right? I hate fucking apologists. You know what I'm saying? I hate people who look for reasons for other people to be on some bullshit. The body cam footage people. You know what I'm saying? That pisses me off to no end. Like if I see you around in the wall, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not even gonna waste my words. I'm just gonna troll the fuck out of you. I'm gonna troll you to death because I feel like you shoe shuffling. You are some shoe shuffling ass niggas, and that's a
You
fact.
mean Gregory Hines?
Yeah, they Gregory Hines, the tap dance kid. They tap dancing around the issues, man. And I'll be like, you shoe shuffling that?
Mm.
I'm gonna troll the fuck out of you, man. So that's who I'm canceling. I'm canceling y'all uppity Negroes out here who feel like y'all need an excuse, just like the classic racists, for bullshit to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacob Blake got shot in his back 7 times, right? Um, y'all want some body cam footage?
There is
Like
none,
for
but
real? I want body cam footage, yo. And then, like the wild part about it is they try to say he was a child molester, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That's false. It's like, all right, come again, and come again, and what he is accused of is foul, but he hasn't been convicted. What he had a warrant for was foul, but he wasn't convicted. Now,
but what does that have to do with what the fuck was happening at that moment?
about getting shot in his fucking back 7 times. So now, right, since he survived and he's not actually dead,
Just paralyzed for the rest of his life.
but is that time served?
Nah, they have him. He's actually handcuffed to the bed.
I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
you hit me in my back 7 times and I can't walk anymore. That should be fucking time served. For whatever bullshit warrant you came at me for, you shot me in my back for no fucking reason. That should be time served, right?
Well, people were saying that it was some sexual of a minor.
Yeah, no, it was his baby mother. It was
Yeah.
his baby mother of 3 kids. He has 3 kids with her. He was accused of raping her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that the misconception what people are saying that's not true.
Yeah. It's not true.
It's not true, but
that's what he was accused of. And like I said previously, that is some foul shit he is accused of, but he wasn't convicted. At the same time, he was 7 to the back and can't walk anymore. Now, some apologists tried to compare that to Kyle Rittenhouse, who was caught on camera murdering 3 people.
Well, murdering 2, injuring 1.
Yeah, like, how do you compare that? How do you really compare that? So I'm just
not only that. Remember also the same thought about he murdered a sex offender, all that shit like that.
So all right, it's cool now. We can just go out here and murder sex offenders, y'all.
No, but that's what they said, right? So that was their defense.
I'm with it. I'm with it. If y'all giving me the green light, I'm with murdering sex offenders. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold on, real quick. The one thing that nobody ever says is that okay, he is registered as a sex offender, but for what? Because do you know if you get caught peeing in public, you have to register as a sex offender?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have sex in a
I would have like 20 different sex offender cases on me.
But if you're caught, that's what they're supposed to put you under.
You're definitely a sex offender. So if I got a blowjob in the park back in the 80s or 90s or whatever, I gotta register as a sex offender. So does that give this man a right to blow my fucking head off now? Like, that's cool. We green lighting that? Like, people gotta check their fucking ignorance. They really do. They have to check their ignorance. They have to check their humanity. And that's not going to happen, and they're not doing that. And so therefore you are canceled tonight.
What I was getting at basically was saying that they wanted to kill him because he was a sex offender, but yet this kid was beating up women. He was fighting, punching the chick while she was in another video.
I saw that on camera.
So you're saying that it's okay, but if you beat women, you're okay. Like, you don't, like, come on, man. That's
this dude gave somebody's daughter. He gave somebody's daughter multiple lefts and rights. Yo, if that was any, I have 2 daughters. If that was any of my daughters, guess what? I'm gonna fucking kill you, and that's it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. And that's that. You put hands on my daughter, I'm blowing your head off just like you did in the video to that other dude who was trying to stop you from shooting other people. That's how I'm coming.
And on that note, and tonight's episode, I want to thank everybody for coming out. It's been a pleasure. I'm not even going to get my cancel because we'll be here all night. But thanks for the episode. Well, thank you guys for coming and joining us, have the conversation. I think we lost TJ. I don't know what happened to him, but shout out to TJ. Make sure you check out his show on Wednesdays at noon and on Friday, extended clip. But also tomorrow night, we have these 4 wonderful women that have a wonderful, amazing show. I'll give you the intuition and the thoughts, the secret private thoughts that are wide the fuck open for everyone to hear and see at Power of the P. It's Power P. That P means anything that you want it to mean, to aspire to any of that dirty thinking that y'all thinking about that y'all want to lay down with. That P could be anything from power penis, power pussy, power perspective, power of planning, power of perception, power of pregnation, power of proclamation.
It's a bunch of different possibilities.
Power of
possibilities. A to the motherfucking N. Also, once again, around the turnbuckle has moved to the new time at no, I don't even know. I think it's 6, but it could be 5.
Yeah, I thought it was 6.
Yeah, it's 6 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, and followed by Clock Watch. You know, we in the motherfucking house. New shows is gonna be coming out in the next 2 weeks. One's gonna be called N2U. We're working on that, and we're working on doing some different things. Toast to Toast. Welcome. We enjoy it. We about to do big things, baby.
We getting Amanda. We getting Amanda on the panel.
He's totally getting Amanda.
We getting Amanda on the panel. All right, what's going
Amanda?
on? Yo, shout out to Amanda, y'all. Hurry it up.
That's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that and wrap up. So
right.
Everybody out there, yo, we appreciate for you doing, and we're gonna go out just like this.